Welcome, everyone. Hey, I'm Joshua, and I'm here with Leah, Rob, Jeff, Tom, and Sid. And together we're doing an RPG short shot, The Parliament of Dreams. It's a two-parter. And we're going to play the hell out of some Dungeons and Dragons. And I'm glad you're all joining us tonight. If this is your first time watching the Games Tavern, hello, and thank you for tuning in. Please follow the Games Tavern on Twitch. It's free and it supports the show, the cast, and the crew. And in addition to being on Twitch, our shows are uploaded to YouTube, typically within 48 hours, so you can catch up on all the shows you may have missed. And, now we've got some announcements. Rob?
If you want access to a supporter-only channel on the TGT Discord, just keep in mind, if you have Amazon, you get a free Prime Gaming subscription. You can use that to support the show and the cast and the crew. And again, you get access to that special channel.
And we love you, our friends, for your support. Tonight, what would be a better way to show your support than to cheer on your favorite character tonight? Your bits, cheers, show us support for the cast and crew. Tonight when we reach 500 bits, we will award a random inspiration to a player. If you cheer 1,000 bits, you get to pick which player gets that inspiration. We also do a channel goal of 50 subscriptions this month for a new record. Only you can help us get there. Your subs help us get to the point where we can pay our cast and production crew that work so hard behind the background.
Thank you, Leah, and a humongous thank you to Kobold Press for sponsoring this show. Go to koboldpress.com, or you can check it out by yourself by checking out the link to Kobold Press in chat.
Tonight, thanks to our sponsors, we are giving away a D&D Beyond Player's Handbook. The raffle for the package will begin shortly, and we'll continue to take entries until the end of the stream when we pick a winner. Type !epic once you see the notice in the chat that the raffle is live. Must be a follower to enter and must be present in chat at the end of the night for the staff to contact you to win. That's very important. You got to be present at the end of the night.
All right, and let's get to the show then. So, the Parliament of Dreams. My understanding is you're all playing some people employed by an arcane university, kind of a remote learning college that operates via dreams. And you're there as some heavy hitters if the kids get into trouble or, people try to come on the campus. So let's learn a little bit about each character, and then we'll get into the game. Rob, if you could tell us about your character.
Sure. I'm playing Basalt Redforge. He is a dwarf. He is a roguish sort of dwarf. He is also a dwarf who has died several times. And through his deaths, he has gained the ability to talk to dead people.
Nice. When was the last time your character died? Or how did he die?
So I think the most interesting part is that he was originally killed by his own clan. And they do this in order to initiate people into that tradition.
Nice, very nice. Leah, could you tell us about your character?
Hello, I'm Leah. I'm playing Andraste Mas Dragomir. I am a divine sorceress. So very much dressed in almost clerical robes. Her patron goddess being Mistra, so she actually has the mark on her jaw of Mistra's 8-pointed star. Andraste's only died once. She's been very, very lucky. And thanks to the benevolence of Mistra, she has been brought back to serve.
And Sid, a little bit about your character.
I'll be playing Zoran the Red. He is a 6'7", 6'8", half-orc paladin, Oath of Conquest paladin, and he's very, I'll say, full of himself.
Now, half-orcs are notoriously hard to kill. Has he died previously?
Not that he remembers.
Good answer. Tom, who are you playing this evening?
I'm playing Malgam. He's an Earth Ganassi barbarian, wild magic barbarian. The wild magic coming from his ancient Earth Dao bloodline. He is not the most brave but he relies on the strength of his companions, even if those are artificial companions, to help him keep going.
Nice. And Jeff.
Yes, I am Kian. Yeah, Fox. Fox this time. Always Fox. I'm a bard, College of Glamour, go figure. From the Feywilds, traveling the realm. Yeah, it's okay, but it's fun. I'm having a great time. I'm young, but we get through this.
And has Kian fallen in combat?
No. This is different. This could be weird. Yeah.
Okay.
And as far as anyone's ever seen, you've only ever seen them in a spring form.
Okay.
So happy right now.
The happiest. So much energy. All of it. Go.
So tonight we're kicking it off in Silvery Moon. The Parliament of Dreams has rented out a small facility there, and you guys have been activated. And when you finally show up in person or are brought there via their various arcane means, you get the mission briefing. And basically some students have gone missing. You get this information from Burke. He's this drow who's interacted a few times. Man of few words and long stares. And he's got a little badge that says Special Research Director. And he throws down the dossiers. And basically 5 kids have gone missing. Graduate students who did a little extracurricular activity and have not come back like they were supposed to. And their parents are VIPs, so now the university is getting some pressure, and you guys have been activated to bring the kids home. And here you go. And he drops the dossiers down, and as you flip through them, you've got Chad and Ashley, kind of a power couple at the university. Nimin, a gnome. He's practicing archaeology and dabbling in artificery. And then Jermaine and Jeanette, twins who are always seen in each other's presence. And the university did a little research and digging into their disappearance, and basically they got a job offer to go catalog an entire wizard's library at a recently discovered location. And it seemed like a good opportunity. They probably couldn't pass it up. Money was good, but they haven't come back. And in walks Chergoba. He's this tall necromancer. You've worked with him a few times in the past. Soldier, very professional. Kian, Andrasta, Basalt, Melgum, Zoran. We're going in 15.
Friend! Wait, already? But I just started reading these.
It's all there. Better get it done.
Also, we talked
It's a
about
rescue mission.
We talked about this before. When do we get badges? I want a badge. He's got a badge.
Burke chuckles and he leans up off the wall and throws down laminated badges with lanyards. They have your names and the positions and a little pencil sketch of each of you on them.
I love it. Also, how do you know they're gone? Like, not from experience or anything, but it totally wouldn't be the first time that I told people that I was going to go do one thing and lost track of time and traveled to another plane.
Speaking of losing track of time, Kian, let the man finish. We gotta go somewhere.
Well, that's a very good question. Their parents have tracer spells on them, and they are not currently on this plane.
Tricky business.
I swear I didn't do it.
Burke upends a little zippered pouch, and out of it drops a metallic tuning fork of a metal with an odd ring to it. And Shergoba picks it up. I guess I'll be bringing us in then.
If you could do the honors.
Planar
Do you
shift
think
it
anyone
is.
else here can teleport us?
We're going to have to planar shift in.
No. That's even harder.
It's a whole nother bag of cats right there.
Are we gonna be able to get back?
We're not going to the Feywild, are we? I don't want to go back yet.
Can any of you guys get us back? I don't remember.
If my husband was coming with us, then he'd be able to get us back. But
I don't remember. Can Marge change spells at some point, or is it no?
Nope.
Maybe if you level
No.
up, you could.
There's a
Maybe.
there's a chance it'll really depend on who's dead there.
So a second Shergoba walks into the room, but he looks a little bit shabbier and a little bit more beat up. That's my simulacrum. Just call him Vlad. I'm your transport for this mission and transport specialist. I'll be bringing you in, bringing you out.
Okay. Thank you, Vlad. It's a pleasure to have you with us.
And note, my clone is not fully grown, so I don't have any backup, unlike you.
Clone?
Yes, that is one of the perks of working for the Parliament of Dreams. You've now been employed for over the maturation time frame, so you have one on file.
Yeah,
I don't remember giving you any seeds.
It was all in the paperwork. Would you like to see it?
Having learned the last 12 times, no, I don't need to see the paperwork.
Very well. All right, let's do this then. Finishes packing and stuff, slings his gear, and if you're ready to go, hands in the middle and a little plane shift.
I always thought it'd be fun to see a little mini Malcolm running around.
Yeah, as you're saying that out loud, you get wrenched into another plane, and the unassuming, humble office space in Silvery Moon is replaced with a beautiful field. You're surrounded by 6 huge standing stones. The air is crisp. The light is diffuse, but it's beautiful. Some birds chirping and stuff. And you are.
So where are we?
Vlad with us.
Vlad is with you, yes, and Burke is there as well.
Okay. All right. Yeah, where are we?
It doesn't smell like the Feywild.
No, this isn't the Feywild. Definitely not. Everything's normal.
All I smell is dust.
You're in a demi-plane.
Oh,
It's no longer the material plane. Burke pulls out a little compass, and the needle is just spinning all around. He shows it to you. It's attuned to the prime material plane. We're not home.
you might be standing too close to me. I have some iron deposit right here in my elbow. It kind of sets off some compi. Some compi? Compasses. I don't know. Anyway.
All right. Shergoba's like, I'm going to set up a camp nearby and talk to Burke. Do your thing. I'll stay out of your hair.
Okay. So
And
Burke. Sorry, go ahead.
From the east side of the clearing, you see 3 or 4 humans, and they're waving over at you. Ahoy! Ahoy!
They
Are
just
we
had to bring us
expected?
to a plane with humans. Why?
Indeed.
Wait, how'd they know we were coming? But hi!
Well, looking around, it looks like the place that you got pulled into is kind of in the center of a bunch of standing stones. It's quite possible.
It's a transportation circle?
Something like
Or
that.
magical circle?
Yeah.
Or a circle ascending? Or Stonehenge?
I mean, give me an Arcana check if you want to ponder that a little deeper.
Ooh, that is definitely something I would like to do.
I'm just going to reach down while they're doing that and pick up some of the dirt and just rub it between my fingers and take a deep whiff.
Okay. Anyone speak Sylvan or have like a druidic background?
That speaks Sylvan, sir. Sir!
Arcana check on Drosta?
18.
Okay. So you're both getting kind of the same information, but from a different point of view. On the Arcana side of things, these standing stones are definitely channeling some type of kind of teleportation, planar shift magic. You're 100% certain that's why you ended up here when you popped in.
Mhm.
And on the Sylvan side of things, it's almost like a proto-Sylvan. It is very ancient, and these stones themselves, you can kind of like feel the power emanating from them. And
The
basically, it says the land, kind of repeated in various like pictographic symbols, and then woven into Sylvan. And it says, "This is the land, the land."
Do you
Justin,
repeat
take
hear
out.
that?
It's absolutely trash, but history, maybe.
Sure.
12.
So many places refer to themselves, by the generic term. It doesn't really bring anything specific to mind. But while you're pondering that, the 3 or 4 individuals kind of cross the boundary where the grass is a little bit shorter and are heading towards you. And you guys clearly recognize them as Flaming Fist mercenaries from Baldur's Gate. They got the garb on and the pikes. And ahoy there! Do you have a charter of exploration? You're in Flaming Fist territory.
I look back at Vlad.
I don't see any signs up.
Vlad points to Burke, and Burke strides on over, pulls out a scroll case, and unfurls a long document. Anyone up there with him?
I'll go.
I am.
Okay. You see it's got very large text for such a long document, and it appears to be a standard Flaming Fist document for charter rights for exploring. Oh, everything seems to be in order. Carry on.
So prepared.
Yeah, they're real SOBs about it.
Nosy. So nosy.
Yeah, so I don't know a whole lot about this place, Burke says, but my understanding is a couple years ago, the local warlord here was killed, and since then the Flaming Fist have kind of moved in and are just ransacking this place for everything it's got. Now, you know how the Parliament from time to time offers some bounties for various archaeological items that you may find out there?
Yeah.
There's one in particular that may be out there if you run across it. It's a snow globe, and he gestures with his hands. Yay big. Looks to be of a drow city. You can tell by all the purples in it and stuff. If you come across this, the Parliament would be greatly interested in its recovery.
Does it normally snow underground?
I think it's supposed to be ironic.
Oh, okay.
That's a good question, though. Sharp eye. That's why we hired you.
Not generally. But, they got a lot of spooky, magic-y people down there.
Yeah,
They could make it snow if they wanted to.
I've heard the underground here is very weird.
Vlad strides up. Yes. Everything's crazy down there. Everything's dire. Dire centipedes, dire mushrooms. Crazy.
I've only been there once, and it's not for me.
Wait, here? Or back
What?
there?
Oh, no. The globe thing he was talking about. The Underdark. That's crazy.
I think we're talking about the material planes Underdark.
Okay.
Here looks so much like there.
So, where are we going?
Wizard's house.
Burke hands you
Well, they were already on a different plane. So is this the plane they were on, or is this the plane that they went to?
Burke is shuffling through his stuff, and he's got a number of compasses, and he's looking increasingly frustrated as they continue to spin. And then finally, one of them locks on, and he shows it to you, and it's pointed due east. I think it's east. Let's call it east.
All right.
So again, is this the plane that they were on, or the plane that they went to?
I think this is where they went to.
Anyone good with insight? Trained with insight?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yes.
Give me a check.
I am double trained in insight.
Ooh, I like it.
Ooh.
I'm totally oblivious.
Yeah, me too. I'm a lump of clay.
21.
25.
Look at that guy.
Yeah.
He's even better.
So when Burke was giving the briefing, he was kind of matter of fact, wasn't given anything extra, but he seems to have dropped any type of pretenses, and he is now dropping little nuggets of information. He seems to know a lot more than 5 minutes ago when you were back in Silvery Moon.
Such as?
And do we? Oh, I guess I'm. Not doing
Are you
insight,
calling
so-
him out on it, or are you just?
Yeah, I'm calling him out.
Well, what do you mean by
People-
dropping hint? Like, what's he saying?
Like-
or not saying, or doing,
just-
or not doing?
Well, the fact that he's got compasses, that he knew about the flaming fist here, it's just little things, and they're adding up to.
Oh, buddy, oh, pal, friend, doing this in a shell or in a bubble is such a terrible waste. If you help us, maybe we can help you. We're not asking for too much. We're just trying to get the mission done so that we can get out of here. And the faster that we do it, the faster we can go on to doing, not things here.
And
What do
get away
you
from those
say?
humans.
Persuasion?
Yeah.
35.
Oh God. Yeah, I rolled poorly. And,
I'm sorry, 33. Or 32.
Oh, man.
Can't count.
let
You
me
can just
check
say
the numbers.
Bard.
Bard. It looked like he was going to flash his badge and point to Special Research Director, but his words do get through. And okay, let me come clean with you.
I would expect nothing less.
Those kids are a piece of work. Okay, they stole my research, and they showed up here to go after the snow globe.
Yeah, well, not exactly surprised. But
So I pulled some strings and got you activated, and we're here to get those kids and the globe.
that's easy.
What-
Why didn't you say so in the first place? This is still a retrieval mission. It's just instead of rescuing them, we're restraining them. It's fine.
What kind of research are they? Not to be nosy or anything. but, like,
That
what
is a
kind
little
of
nosy.
research. Shh. Look,
Very special
I like
research.
books and words and research. I'm paying attention.
Woman, he's asking us to go after a snow globe of a drow city where we know it normally
They
doesn't
said that
snow.
they stole information. The information's got to be something other than just a snow globe.
He's clearly a weather enthusiast.
Despite the overcast out here, and there is sunlight filtering through, he doesn't seem to be squinting like normal, and he takes off his smoked dark glasses. I deal in weapons of magical destruction.
Oh dear.
Hmm.
It's very important that this globe gets back.
You mean like fertility spells?
He's
I see
talking
what you
the,
did there.
talking the fun Big Bang Boomy stuff.
So the
Sure,
information's in
sure.
the globe. We're not looking for like separate research papers or anything like that. The research is the globe.
Well,
Yes.
the research is the location of the globe, yes.
He says yes as well.
What are you going to do with the children?
Bring him back safely, of course.
Discipline.
Give them a firm talking to and set them back on their way?
I don't care what happens to the kids, as long as they hand over the globe.
Okay.
Makes my job much easier.
All right, let's get to it then. East.
And so, as we travel east, What is that compass? What's it pointing at?
Oh, the kids.
What on
They're-
them?
The globe.
It's
Their blood.
totally the globe. Oh,
Who? Which one of them? All 5 of them, or 3 of them? 5. 5 of them.
He flips it over.
See, in my head, I only picture 3 of them because there really is only 3 of them because 2 of them are in a group, 2 of them are in a group, and you got 1 by themselves, so that's 3.
That's true.
There's 3.
So you're talking about that, chatting him up. He's like, I think it's Chad. You guys are maybe 100 yards past the edge of the clearing, and you start getting like very bad splitting headaches. Everything is dark right now. We're not in combat, but you're kind of time is frozen for a moment, and you feel your souls have kind of left your body. Like your arms have fallen asleep and your hands feel too big, that type of thing. You're like outside of your body right now, and you hear whispering voices in the dark.
Feck.
And have the feeling that something very bad has happened, but not quite certain.
Oh, mommy.
Something you hear over and over whispers various voices is the hour of ascension nears. The hour of ascension nears.
I don't want ascension.
And you're not certain exactly how long this goes on for, but the whispers and the darkness come to a halt as you're thrown back into cloned bodies. The bodies that you were in are not with you anymore, and you now find yourselves in the clones that had been prepared before.
Ugh.
You're in very tight chambers, and you're kind of like looking across at each other, and you have the stuff that you would set up with your clones. So your clothing, some common magic items, and you've got a splitting headache going on right now.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
The best you can tell is something killed you, and you are now back in your cloned bodies. And you're looking around. You don't see Burke. You actually appear to be kind of in a hole right now. Possibly a portable hole. Hard to tell.
Fucking cultists. Every time. The headache doesn't get better.
It does not.
What was that?
oh, I feel like I spent too long drinking.
I'm
But-
holding a big, brown, fluffy teddy bear. Oh. my
I
head
had,
hurts.
I had a scar here. It's not there anymore.
Well, any scars you had are gone, and you're probably a little bit younger than you were before.
That was
You're
my
in.
favorite. That was my favorite scar, though.
Any of those pains you had, well, other than the headache, gone.
I can give you another one here.
No, it's my
But
scars.
You can feel the air getting kind of thin down here.
Uh-oh. Well, I don't like this. I don't like. How do we get out?
Boost each
You
other
can
up.
see that the sky is above you. It's just an easy reach out.
Go.
And as you try and reach
I
up, a hand reaches in to help you out.
put on my stuff and
It's
make sure I tighten up
it's Vlad.
things.
He's looking a little.
Things.
He kind of quiet.
Don't
Okay.
give me a heart attack.
He's pulling you out, and when you get to the surface level, you realize that you're in the clearing again, in the center of the stones.
No, he brought the clones with him.
Oh. That was a quick trip.
If
I
only
don't-
it were. No, I got a message from Shergoba. His contingency went off. I think he's dead. He said, activate Plan C or Contingency C. So here I am.
But we're back on the plane that we just died on. So how did we get here if the clones were back there?
Well, the thing is, I waited 3 hours, and the clones didn't activate. So, per his instructions, I brought them here. And lo and behold, you guys popped in.
But
Is that why it took so long for us to die?
I don't know. I'm just a simulacrum.
I don't know either.
This is contingency. What happened to A and B?
I think we were
Contingency
A.
C is the bring in the clones.
Oh,
Revenge of the Clones. Let's go.
All right, well, we were headed east, right?
Yes.
We should get back to it, right?
I don't feel like a clone. Am I supposed to feel like a clone?
No.
something
am I-
killed us though, right?
I'm in an existential crisis now.
You can, you're you. The original you is dead. Well, presumably. And now you're you.
Wait, why would
who
why
am
would we
I?
go back there if something just killed us?
Because
Gotta
we
loot
have
the
a
bodies.
job?
Well, we're just gonna die again, aren't we?
No. Do you know how many cultists that stay in the same place? Well, unless, they're doing their end of the world ritual.
Listen, sure, Goba, his body could be out there and he wasn't cloned. So, at a minimum, I would like to go get his stuff before I fade away.
Yeah. Some of us have important things on our original bodies.
Extremely important.
I'm missing my favorite pebble.
But as you're looking east, the Flaming Fist mercenaries that were out on the edge, you don't see them milling about at their little station over there anymore.
Are they laying on the ground?
The tips of the grass out there seem to be kind of red, blowing in the breeze. And Tech Crew, if you're listening, if we could switch over to combat music,
Ooh.
Tear in the Woods, and if I could get an initiative roll from everyone.
Hey.
Oh. Initiatives are a thing. What is my... Ooh,
Yeah.
really good initiative.
Oh. So I get advantage because Barb, and I got 2 natural 20s.
Oh.
Good start.
Nice.
Ooh.
So I'll just kind of go around the... Keon, what did you get here?
21, sir.
Okay. And Andraska?
14.
14. Assault?
19.
Melga?
22.
2. And Zoran?
18.
One moment here as I get this set up. And feel free in the standing stones on Battle Map 1 to kind of arrange yourselves how you want there, and then we'll kick off this little soiree.
Soiree. You say.
And the little simulacrum is there, and Vlad has kind of folded up his portable hole and dodging. All right. So the long grass is definitely has some activity going on the far side there. And Malcolm, you're up.
Okay. Well, and you say activity. Anything more specific? It's hard to.
There appear to be like kind of growls and animal noises and everything. Every now and then some rending of flesh. There's definitely teeth and claw going on in the surrounding woods.
Okay. As we were taking in our surroundings, I lashed my teddy bear onto my back like a little like a Yoda, just sort of looking over my back. And be like, I don't like this. And I'm going to go into a rage, which is fun as a wild magic barbarian. I get to roll my D8. I'll be my D8. And so for now, it changes my weapon into a light and thrown property that comes back to my hand. Ooh, that's convenient.
Awesome. When you go into your rage, do you have any like primal howls or anything like that? How does yours manifest?
I just sort of beat my chest and dust starts to come off of me, just billowing like you're beating an old rug. Yeah.
The last time you showered, sir.
When you do that and let out that kind of primal energy and stuff, it almost kind of resonates in the surrounding, and you hear a how 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 very deep, and there's like 4 or 5 in the surrounding tall grass that appear to be kind of responding to your raging.
At the end of the current turn. Oh, so I can only throw it once per turn. Womp womp. All right. So I will probably still be running. Let's see, how close is that? 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, I'm a barbarian. I can get up there.
Yeah.
I'll run up to this one. And actually, I have a pike. With 10-foot reach. So I'm going to run up there and swing it recklessly at that howling thing.
Okay.
Yeah, that's...
Trying to think of how do you swing a pike recklessly.
Well, you stabby stab with it.
Yeah.
So it's double-handed, over the head, just... And it's a natural 19 on the die, so that's going to be good.
Is that a crit for you?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
No. I almost took a magical item that would do that, but wasn't good. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, plus my... that's 15 points of piercing damage.
Damage.
Yes, and now that you're, face to face, 10 foot away, this is clearly a werewolf. It's medium-sized, kind of a hybrid, and it's standing on its back feet, claws ready. And that was how much damage? 15?
15.
Okay.
Okay.
And is that a magical weapon, or? Well, because did your barbarian thing do something to it, or no?
Oh, shoot. New class, who does? Magic infuses the weapon of your choice.
Awesome.
Changes to force damage. Gains the light and thrown property. It doesn't explicitly say it's.
Yeah, but force damage is magical damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds
Oh
good.
yeah. So you just rend across the chest, and the wound opens it up some.
How
Are you done, or do you have some multi-attacks?
Yeah, I'll attack again. Okay, and all right, cool. Okay, so this is also at advantage, and that is a natural 20, which is awesome. So as a piercer feat, I get to roll an extra die. As a barbarian, I get brutal critical, I get to roll an extra die. So that's going to be. So the brutal critical doesn't get doubled, I know, but the piercer should get doubled, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
It's a die as long as you're rolling it, and it's bad day at the pound.
Sweet.
Okay, so let's see, that is 10. Oh, and as a piercer, I get to reroll one of my die once per turn, so reroll that 1. Okay, turned into a 9, so 10 becomes 23 plus 27 plus 7, so that is 34 points of damage. Yay, melee is fun!
Hey, that is a lot of damage for the 2 strikes. Are you done?
Yeah, that second shot was just like right into his foot, and I'm just grinning at him. My earthy rage.
Okay. Before Keen, I've got another NPC, and then all of these werewolves are going later on. Let me drop it on the map here. So we've got the 4 that showed up on the eastern side howling, but on the western side of the clearing, stepping out of it, is like kind of a medium-sized humanoid, and he lets out a growl and grows large-sized and comes running through, and he kind of does one of these things where the hands touch both of the stones, and then he pulls himself forward, and it looks like Zoran is right there, so he is going to swing away on him. Moment. All right. Anything that gives disadvantage, or is he any auras or anything?
Oh yeah, I got a few auras. Let's see if any gives disadvantage. And of
And this is no ordinary looking werewolf. This is like alpha of the werewolves. Just maw, slobber, blood, claws the size of a bear. Just insane.
nothing that gives.
Okay.
Nothing that gives a disadvantage. So.
All right. He is trying to bite and then claw. Let's see here. Does 18 hit?
Matches, yes.
Okay. Bite. I'm just going to use average to keep things moving along here. That is 13 piercing and 14 necrotic.
Ooh.
And I need a DC 17 con save. It's a curse, but I think it counts as a disease, so I'm not sure if that matters.
If it counts as disease, I'm immune.
Okay, it doesn't say here, but I believe that's what it is. He's trying to infect you with lycanthropy, so you feel it kind of course into your veins, but your paladin aura just pushes it right out. But his second attack, he's now trying to claw you, and that is a 10 plus a 9 and 19, so it sounds like that will go through as well. That is 11 slashing damage and a DC 17 strength throw to avoid being knocked prone.
Okay, so I don't have to make the con save.
Correct. It's disease based. So.
Okay, but I still take the necrotic damage. Got it.
Correct.
It's a strength save.
Yes, 17.
Oh, 15.
All right, so yeah, he just knocks you on your ass with the claw attack. No knockback, but you're on the ground in front of him. And in the initiative, then now we're at Keen. Ian, sorry.
I don't know. Just thinking of all the little special things that could possibly do. It's 5 and
And he's just, raging, or almost like mindless fury.
Yeah, probably best to start putting stuff out that direction. First is take. First is he grabs an arrow from his, not from the quiver, but from the pack, pulls it out, tosses it up, and says an incantation in the vein of kind of a sharp note, like yeah, and all of a sudden several other arrows all materialize and fly in a cone at the bottom in a 60-foot cone towards the two at the bottom right.
Okay.
So that is barrage.
Wow.
Of arrows?
Conjure barrage.
Nice. Now, is that an attack or a save?
That is a save. I did want to ask, we have not attuned to anything that we had on us, right?
Correct. You're looking around and you do not see, well, unless you had one of the items on your clone body.
One of the items that we had on the clone body. Are we attuned to those?
Yeah, so you are.
Then DC 18 dex save.
That is a 3 and a 5. That is not going to be enough modifier on their side. They'll take it full on.
Okay.
They're like, beating their chest, and then they proceed to get a barrage of arrows.
Or a nice solid 19 damage each.
Is that, I take it, magical piercing?
Well, it's a spell. But it does say that it does the damage type of the item thrown. So it's piercing done by a spell.
Gotcha.
It doesn't really specify.
So the werewolves are a little resistant, if not immune, to non-magical attacks that aren't silvered. The arrows just bounce off of them. You see everyone hit the chest and head, and they shatter and break. But the werewolves,
So you're saying that the arrows brought in by magic are not magical.
Right. Some spells are like that. Like some,
Okay.
I think,
Just
like
checking.
conjured daggers might be one where it's like, or cloud of daggers. It's literally just daggers, not magical per se.
Okay.
But
Okay.
feel free to check me on that at break, and we can swing back around later. Net, are you finished for that?
No. Now I get into picking one of the 12 bonus actions that I can do.
Okay.
Um,
And Basalt, you're on deck.
So we'll go ahead and let's give out some inspiration. I see our fearless paladin is already facing the big bad, so I will give him bardic inspiration, our Leonin defender, and then I will.
Half orc
Half
defender.
orc now.
Oh, right, that's the wait. Where'd the other one go? Oh, I thought there was a half orc.
There was, but
Back
The
in
Parliament
the
of Dreams works in mysterious ways, and maybe in the last group meeting he did appear to be a Leonid, but in fact he is a half elf or half orc.
I'll go over here. That's it.
Clone upgrade.
That's my turn.
Okay. Basalt.
All right,
Bring
I'm
it.
going to move right behind the alpha.
Okay.
And as he's running, Basalt's pulling a warhammer off of his belt. It's strapped behind him. He pulls it off and he goes right for the alpha's knee, swings right at it.
Okay.
And let's see how well that goes. I don't think a 12's going to do it, but let's find out.
12 is not enough.
Okay.
You actually connect, but the natural armor is just, he doesn't even feel it.
All right. And I'm going to use my bonus action to hide, actually. I think I can do that, even though I am engaged. He's not looking at me. So,
Yeah, he's pretty focused right now on the guy on the ground. Okay.
a 13 to hide.
Well, if it comes to it, I know
I did
you're-
really well. No. I did really well.
He can't see you beneath the grass.
Mhm.
All right.
And that's gonna
Zoran
be-
then?
all right. So what I do is I take out a feather out of a little compartment, and I say to the big bad, "Let's see how you fare with this one." And I blow it. I blow on it and the feather disperses. It feels like a dandelion, and I cast as a bonus action Fear.
Ooh.
Okay.
So he has to make a DC 15 Wisdom save.
He is immune to fear. The rage on him, it just it doesn't even seem to affect it.
Okay, so Fair is an action.
Oh,
But, well, that's a 30-foot radius, I guess. Well, that would have been better. So
sorry. He is immune to frighten, but were there any other things that it did possibly? That
Fair,
I don't think
there's
so.
a cone. It causes frighten. Creatures frightened must take dash action to move away. If the creature ends a turn in a location where it doesn't have a line of sight of you, no.
Yeah, the fear tries to take root, but the rage just burns it off.
Oh man, that's something so cool for that. Cool. So as a bonus action, I cast Spiritual Weapon.
Ooh.
Okay. You can use that on the turn that it pops up, right? Or no?
I think so. Let's verify. Make sure.
It's the turn you cast it, and then bonus action from thereafter.
All right. You having to go after the guru?
Yeah. This guy is right on top of me.
Yeah. All right. Is it a save then or an attack?
It is an attack. It's an attack.
All right.
So let's see what we got here. 25 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
1d8 plus force damage. 4.
Okay. Noting that on here. All right. Bottom of the round. Andraste. Am I getting that right?
Yes,
Okay.
it is on Destiny. I am.
You see the werewolves are all twitching, ready for their turn next.
Oh gosh, there's just a lot of them, and I am in between. I have been smashed between these guys. So I'm gonna move back away from the big bad guy, just a smidge. He's a little close for comfort right now. And I'm going to look around that side of the rock, and I'm going to hit the second guy from the top with a ray of frost.
Okay, and I just wanted to update earlier, after looking at some stuff here, the arrows did have full effect on the bottom two werewolves, so they have arrows sticking out of them, and it was not a howl of victory, but of pain.
A yipe, if you will.
Yes.
So I am hitting the second from the top werewolf with a ray of frost. That is a 21 to hit.
All day long. Twice on Sundays. What do you got for me?
Till it's not.
14 points of cold damage.
All right, full effect and very frosty. Is it minus 10
Yes.
on movement?
It is, yes, it is minus 10 feet until the start of my next turn.
Okay.
Stay right there.
Yeah.
And I'm going to maneuver myself to the other side of this rock. Just a little bit.
Okay.
That's the end of my turn.
I'm going to move some werewolves on the map here. 5, 10, 15, 20. They got a move of 30. So the two on the top are closing in on, would that be Melgum?
Yep, they have advantage on me.
It's raging.
All right, and the bottom two are coming on in. Okay, so Melgum, we got some claw and teeth coming your way.
Armor class 16.
Good old werewolves. They are biting and then clawing. That is 15 and a 10, so a 21 and a... Oh, I'm sorry, no, that's a plus 4 to hit. These guys, 19 and a 14, so one hit.
Okay, yep.
That is 6 piercing, and I need a DC 12 con save to see if you become diseased.
Okay, I reduced that 6 down to 3 because of my rage, and then I will make my con save. What is my con? It's good.
That's like it's usually pretty good.
Oh, but I rolled a natural 5, so that's only 13.
Oh, still enough to fend off the
Good.
old lycanthropy. The second attack, then they tried... So that was a bite, then they tried a claw. The same guy that missed the first time misses. The second one is a 20 to hit for 7 slashing damage and no chance of follow-on disease. So
All right.
they are done. And then the top
Smiling.
ones... top ones do some double move stuff, but don't have any attacks due to distance. Top of the round, then, Melgum.
Okay. I am going to continue to attack recklessly, the one that I started with. Man,
And then
Do we
next
have
up
to get
is
advantage?
the Gru, me.
I need that advantage. Yeah, okay, 18 to hit.
Hits.
Okay, and that's going to be 15 points of damage.
Okay.
Let's do my second attack. Is he still up?
No, the one you damaged the first time is dead.
Okay,
Could make
so
a
I
nice pelt.
get through his chest, and then I give it another oomph to let him slide off, and then I turn around and say, next playtime, and just give him another stab. Yep, that's higher, so that's 22 to hit.
Hits again.
Let's get our D10.
I did roll some cantrip attacks for Vlad, but my dice were horrible, so his attempt to necrotic hand on the southern werewolves failed.
So I get to reroll my my once per turn for Piercer, so that became 11 points of damage.
11 more. Okay.
I think that's my turn.
Whoop. And big old Guru. Guy on the ground. And you have lost some hit points, so he definitely has advantage on his attacks here. And rolling for bite and then claw. That's a 19 on the die, plus 27 to hit, 28 to hit.
No, that one misses. So
28?
yeah, hey.
Okay. Well, you never know. I mean, there's so many things out there. His bite, he's trying to like rip your heart out. 13 piercing, 14 necrotic. And the disease does not take root because of your paladin magic. And the second claw attack, that is a 20 and a 14, a natural 20. So you crit it on the claw. I'll roll this one here because it's 2d6 plus 4.
That's
That is
been real.
10. That is 14 slashing damage. And you're already knocked prone. Or did you stand up last time?
No, I didn't stand up. I
Okay.
forgot to, but
So yeah, if he like knocks you further to the ground, and he's done. Keon, you're up. The paladin's not looking so hot.
Yeah. So, I wonder. Looking over at the big bad werewolf that is hunkering over our fearless orc paladin, I whisper a word. And that word is despair. Can I get a 18 wisdom save from Dissonant Whispers?
Yes, you can. He's got a.
Totally thought that was a healing word. You really think I thought you were going to zag.
That is a 12 plus 3, 15. So
3d6 psychic damage,
okay.
and he must use his reaction to move as far away from me as he can.
Whoa.
Nice.
9 damage.
Okay.
So because, yeah, I'm still making him move, therefore, no attacks of opportunity. But it uses his
I have-
reaction. So
I have the Sentinel feat, so
Oh,
So do you want to stop him?
well,
'Cause
I
if you hit
think
him,
Sentinel still lets you hit or.
Doesn't Sentinel set
Oh.
it to 0?
if
It
No,
is yours.
if I hit,
It says-
the disease becomes
I-
0.
I think you can. It doesn't mean that it has to.
No, when you hit a creature with an opportunity attack, the creature's speed becomes 0 for the
Oh,
rest.
then
yeah,
yeah,
but if
that's
there's not an opportunity for an opportunity attack.
So-
no. Sentinel gives you opportunities even when there's not opportunities.
Yeah, even though.
I
Yeah.
thought only if they took the disengage.
Oh, you're right. It is only disengage.
I don't
Okay.
think it's forced movement is all.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. But the Guru has reacted quite favorably and has bounded. He's on the edge of the southern clearing now.
So I don't get to attack.
No, because it was forced movement. Apologies, forgot about that. Does not trigger it.
Sorry.
Basalt.
Well, my original plan is now scrapped.
Sorry. Sorry, not.
He's going to step in between the two and reach this werewolf that is currently engaged with
Vlad.
Vlad. And I'm going to try and get in flanking position, but I'm not sure I can actually make it. And he's going to actually take his warhammer in two hands and overhead chop right at the digitigrade legs of this werewolf because
Right.
he is not happy with werewolves. So I'm using the versatile ability. Wow, that is a natural
Two-handed?
1.
No.
So Salt's not having a very good day.
No,
I'm
Vlad isn't either.
Either-
gonna go ahead and use my. You know what? No, I'm gonna stay.
Wait, what do you have? The bardic? Did you get inspiration? Yeah.
Did I get inspiration?
I gave it to the paladin.
Yeah.
Oh, you gave it to me. Yeah. Okay.
So I'm actually not going to do anything with my bonus action this turn. I'm going to stay very revealed. Hopefully he won't turn to fight me.
Okay. Zoran, you're up.
I'll stand up. That's half my movement, correct?
Correct.
All right, so I'll stand up. Point at the is a guru? That's what it is.
So the big one, the large sized one that's now like 50, 60 feet away is technically a loop guru. It's like a alpha werewolf. And all the other ones are medium sized, kind of normal werewolves.
So I
Going after the big guy?
sword to it, and I cast Bestow Curse. I point my sword to his head and say, "You will not escape from me." And I cast Bestow Curse. So
Okay.
DC 15 Wisdom save.
Got it.
Oh wait, it's a touch. Never mind.
Oh, he's got to be closer. Okay.
So instead I cast Crusader's Mantle.
Very good. Is that your full action or a bonus?
Crusader's Mantle is an action, full action.
Okay. And then are you going to use your bonus attack, spiritual weapon on the
With 20
werewolf?
feet. Yes.
Okay.
20 feet and attack that. So let's see us. 19.
That hits. Now, what did you make your spiritual weapon look like?
Oh, it's a long sword that is seemingly on fire.
And is that normally like radiant damage or what type?
It's force damage.
Force damage. Okay.
But
The-
with the Crusader's Mantle.
What you notice though is the kind of flame-like effect doesn't look like ordinary fire. It actually is taken on like a greenish, almost necrotic look with your use of the spell. It started off normal orange flames, and now it is fully green and necrotic flame.
Yeah.
But it still hits it. How much damage was that?
Roll damage now. D8 plus 3. That's 8. And then with the Crusader's Mantle, it's an extra 1d4 radiant. So it's 8 force damage and then an extra 1d4 radiant, which I will roll right now.
Okay.
Box of dice. 1 radiant damage.
Noted.
And that's an aura of 30 feet, and all friendly creatures until the spell ends. Wait. Oh, would I be able to cast that? It's a concentration, so I think the spiritual weapon itself would be dispelled.
That's fine. I already added it to the damage there. Spiritual weapon's gone away now, and you're concentrating on Crusader's Mantle.
All right, so every friendly creature within 30 feet of me deals an extra 1d4 radiant damage, and the aura moves with me, or moves with me.
You feel your heart sliding a little bit as righteousness fills your mind. Andraste, you're up.
I'm going to take my action and disengage from this guy because he is too close. So 5, 10, 15, 20. Get over here by this rock. And then I'm going to use a sorcery point to cast Toll the Dead as a bonus action.
Nice.
So I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay. It was a 6 on the dice, so I'm sure he failed it.
Alright. So that is, he's taking damage, correct?
All the ones up.
All ye
What-
d12s then.
That's awesome.
Hmm?
So that's
Which
awesome.
one are you targeting? The one in the middle?
The
or-
one that ran right up to me. Sorry. Probably should have specified that. Yeah, I'm going to attack the one that ran up to me. I'm going to run away and then, no.
Bad doggy.
By Mistro's might, 18 points of necrotic damage.
Okay. Just so I have the right one in the map. That's the one in the center, you're saying?
Yeah, the one that I just ran away from.
Okay.
Yeah, the one you have highlighted. Yep. That's
Got it. All right. Bottom of the round then. Werewolf, goodness. So, Melga,
Oh.
biting claw, try and get you there. Oh man, a 2 and a 5 on the dice. That is horrible. So nothing's going to touch you there. Middle werewolf is looking around, and is actually coming at you. He sees his buddy up there fighting. 2 more dice. 15, 6 on the dice. So one is going to hit for a 19. Hit you.
It does. And you hear the teddy bear say, "Is that all you've got?"
That is indeed all he has, but that is bite 6 magical. No, sorry, just 6 piercing
6 piercing.
and a DC 12 con.
Okay, come on. Chances are
Do-
good, right?
Dodge some yeah.
Chances are very good. 23.
Not today. Okay, and then the bottom guy. You try to hit him with the hammer. Yeah, he's coming your way. Assault. Attacks, bite and claw. Man, okay, I'm retiring these dice. Does a 16 hit you?
Yep.
No. All right. Yeah, he's ineffectively almost like slobbering on you at this point.
I just dust the dust off of my mithril armor.
Nice. Top of the round, Melga.
Okay, I'm going to turn around and say, "All right, thanks for coming to join the party." And feint the one in the front and then just bring it around to stab the guy who's right behind me that was fighting Androstic. Reckless. Okay, good thing, because there was a natural 1 in there. But the other one was a 21 on the die.
The die, 21. It's really
Sorry.
impressive.
My apologies.
Give me some damage.
Trick dice.
Let's see, that is 12 points of piercing damage. And second attack.
Right.
Okay, yep, that's going to be 19 to hit.
Same one? Or are
Same
you
one.
swinging around? Okay.
And that's going to be, that was a journey. 13 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
I don't think I have bonus actions.
Maybe.
Alright, that's my turn.
All right. The Loop Guru. He is letting out a howl, and all of the other werewolves on there use kind of like their reaction and start bounding into the grass. And then in the distance, you hear other howls. They're further off. Nothing immediate, but you can tell there's like wolf packs in the general, vicinity that answer their call. The guy in the center, though, he's like, "Screw that! I am trying to claw this guy to death."
I'm
And
so excited
he's-
for your sentinel to go off.
He's using his reaction to try and hit the salt. 1 attack, and it's 4 ineffectual. I think he's going to die a messy death. But the big guy withdraws from the map as he shrinks down to a dire wolf size and lopes off. All right.
I mean,
Keon, there's one werewolf left in the center.
I
looking
could
around.
catch him. Probably not worth it.
Oh, you're still concentrating though, right? Was it the damage on his turn, or
What's a constant? I'm not concentrating.
somebody was hitting him with the psychic? Was
Nope.
that an ongoing?
Nope.
Oh,
So one time.
one time. Okay.
It's a one-time hurt and run away.
One time
Got it.
whisper. Did I get an attack of opportunity on any of the ones that left me, or did they disengage?
Well, it's not forced movement. Sure. Give me one.
All
Which one do you
right.
want?
I don't know. Whichever one looks more injured. The
They're
one
like equal.
Yeah, that was a mistake on my side.
So for all intents and purposes, he just used Mantle of Inspiration to let them use their reaction to move.
Only a 13 to hit.
Yeah, that's not quite enough. No, it is. It's like a 12 in wolf hybrid form. You hit?
All right. I didn't know if Reckless carries over to my reaction, but I didn't roll with advantage. So
It's still an attack, and I think it deals with all attacks.
Yeah, I believe so. So
Not a crit.
you have enough to finish it.
Oh, nice.
Damage?
Oh, sorry, 10.
Yeah, so he goes down, but then you see we're kind of fading out of initiative here. His wounds are slowly reknitting. Do you want to try and finish him, or
No, I
let
see
him?
they're trying to, get out of here. That's fine. I don't chase. I'm not bloodthirsty.
Okay, so do you let him kind of like scrabble away into the?
Oh, with a swift boot to the behind. Yes.
Okay, and he shifts into like a wolf form and lopes off. So we've kind of fallen out of initiative right now, and there's blood in the air, and the distant wolf howls.
My breathing kind of calms. Are you guys okay over here?
Yeah.
Whoa, Zoran.
Yeah.
What happened?
Vlad's like, sound off, and everybody
doesn't-
answers except Burke. No Burke.
Wait, which one's Burke?
Burke was the drow, the research director, special research director.
I didn't realize he was here.
Yeah, that's where the insights were coming into. He was letting on a little bit more than he knew once he stepped over here.
I
Right.
thought when we came
But I
back
thought-
to clones.
Yeah, I thought he died, or he
Sorry.
died, and now we have Vlad.
Correct. What I was saying is that he wasn't sounding off. He's not
Oh.
here.
Yeah.
Sorry, I misunderstood.
He's still gone.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I think I'm gonna go with good. Yeah, this is good. Yes.
I'm going to. I don't know if Zoran's still on the ground, but just sort of clap him on the shoulder and help him up, dust off some dust.
Anyone
more
need
dust.
any?
Yeah, he's not looking too good. That's
How much damage did you take there, Zoran?
Got the claws.
All of it. So I'm at 24 out of 92.
Ooh.
68. It's fine.
All right.
just gonna
Okay.
say, I got this, and put a hand on his shoulder
Ah.
and use bolster magic, and you get a second level spell slot back.
All right.
Every little bit.
Only used one. I only have one second level spell. Oh no, never mind. One concentration.
I'm gonna give you a quick boost.
Spiritual weapon is not a concentration. Then what did I read? Man,
Oh, it's not?
it's not apparently.
Well,
I don't know if I read something else and thought something.
Oh.
It seems like it should be, but it's not. It's
What is?
Yeah, it's
Good
just
for the
there.
future.
What
It's
is
what? 1 minute spiritual weapon?
Yeah, it's a 1 minute.
Nice. Vlad is handing everyone their bag of holding. He had them slung over his back. Obviously, if they were in the portable hole, bad things would have happened. And do not put them inside each other.
Yes.
Why?
Unless you're an engineer.
Violent death.
Oh, that I don't want to do that. No.
No.
Or, well, hear me out here.
I'm listening.
Violent opportunity.
I'll leave that to your discretion. I'm just a plain, simple simulacrum who's running perilously low on hit points. But let's go find Shirt Goba.
Zoran.
Or whatever you want to do.
I think
I'm here to serve.
we're going east. Wait, which one's east?
Zoran.
That way.
So Andraste's gonna rub her hands together real quick, and she puts like one hand on your back and one hand on like your shoulder, and you feel
Wait, hold
warm
on.
and tingly.
Can you reach his shoulders?
Yeah, it's like up here.
I mean, like, he's like 6'7", so a
It's
big
like
guy.
up here.
There's some stones around. They could be moved.
Look, you want to know what? Do you want these hit points or not?
Yes, I'll take them.
All right, that's what I thought. Take 32 points of healing back.
Ooh.
Spicy.
Empowered healing, yatches!
Oh, nice.
Okay, it's all right, I suppose.
Seen better.
This is how you do it.
Yeah, wait until I bust out that heal, boys.
So we probably should get going. Do we hear wolves on the?
Yes, the
Because as fun as that is, and I mean, it is kind of fun. They're interesting creatures. We probably really should get going.
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably.
up
I agree.
Lots of teeth and.
So, combat's over. You guys are moving eastward, and you can see like through the grass, and it gets a little bit swampier as you go further east, and your memories are not quite
How far did
matching
we
up.
go before we hit that wall?
Well, you're looking. You don't see like corpses or anything ahead, but
Trudge,
You
trudge,
go
trudge,
for about a-
trudge.
hour and a half, and you come across the site of a battle.
A
And
battle.
yes, so you know those instant fortresses, the little cubes that pop out. There's one of those that's missing a side, like it's been expanded and it's been crushed in, and there's just little adamantine pieces all over the ground. Anyone here have like an investigation or trained in it?
I mean,
So, Assault, you're doing kind of like one of those crime scene reconstructions right now, kind of looking at the footprints and stuff. There was probably, a dozen different humanoids, medium in size, around here. But the center point was this instant fortress, which, as you go around the backside, you find Burke. He's been pinned between a rock and the corner of the instant fortress
Ooh.
on the side that's still intact.
that looks painful.
Hey, I found Elf.
And on the front side, it looks like a staff of power with its charges detonated. And there's several like drag marks out here that looks like anything that died got drug away from any survivors.
They took our bodies.
You gotta admit, that's
I'm not sure that they
pretty
took
effective.
our buddies. They took somebody's buddies.
Yeah. On the backside, Burke is still alive. He's unconscious right now, but he is not dead.
Ooh,
I
I
rescind my comment.
think he's breathing.
All right. Well,
Can we get him out? Can our strong boys, can they maneuver him out, or
The instant fortresses are generally known to be not movable or tippable.
Well-
you would need the command word.
there's like there's a rock though that
So-
he's leaned
so
up against, yeah?
So hang on.
Okay.
Yes, yes, I can actually.
Okay.
But I know enough that if we take him out of here, he might die pretty quickly. So be prepared. Yes. Let me help. He's probably going to be here. Have some inspiration.
Who are you inspiring?
Was that for me or
Yes, for Andraste. I'm going to make him come here.
Ooh, I got
You
to
ready?
Okay, I'm like readying either. I don't know if I'm gonna need. Was this gonna be something where I can do a medicine check to see if we can save him and then
Yeah,
use a
yeah.
spell? Okay, so
I
I'm
think he's gonna have a hole in him.
getting ready to.
This is always dependent on him being willing, of course. But
So he's probably got like a crushed lung. This is one of those things. If you did just pull him out and didn't have magic, he would just die.
right.
Okay.
So, I'm going to place a hand upon him,
Okay.
and I'm going to face step. But because I'm a spring Eladrin, I face step him.
Ooh, that's cool.
Okay. Yeah. You just pop him right next to you,
Yep.
and he's still kind of up against the rocks, but no longer pinned. And you see the blood start gushing.
Go, 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 go.
All right. I immediately put hands on him, and that is going to be 11 points of healing.
His eyes open up, and he just kind of lets out a scream of pain.
Hand over the
go
mouth.
on 5.
oh, you just
Yeah.
almost died. Come on now.
Just oh.
So yeah, you
Look,
cover his mouth,
this
but
is-
the eyes are screaming.
This is bedside manner, okay?
But look, I don't have that scar anymore.
If you've got a problem with my bedside manner, you can get yourself another cleric.
But we don't have a cleric.
Thank you.
Cleric. Don't use all your energy screaming. Breathe in and out.
Better? Worse? We can put you back.
I'm
think.
alive. Thank you.
There's something.
So, what happened?
I think I was double crossed. And I apologize for your deaths.
I think it's time. to
Who?
explain.
Yeah, who double crossed you?
I look at Basalt.
I don't remember there being anyone else other than us.
I mean, there were other people here.
Yeah.
Come on. Why would I've never even been to the land before. How would I have a way to double cross him here?
Yeah,
You're right. He's clean.
I feel like something's missing. We were walking and then we weren't. I'm missing something, aren't I?
You got those headaches.
But there's
Everything went all
gap.
fuzzy.
There's a gap of time because I don't remember this. This did not happen.
I mean, there are spells that can change your memory. Those are a thing. Also, dying is a traumatic experience. It could be something your brain can't handle what happened, so
That
it
way.
just kind of blanked everything out.
I
You
don't
know
like
what?
remember it.
Leave
I
a
don't
little
like it.
behind when you
I don't
die.
want to. I don't want to do it anymore. It's not.
So I don't see Chergoba. Is he with you?
Wait, he was right here.
Did he not follow us?
Oh no. Well,
Wait, I'm
that's
confused
that's
on which
Vlad.
one's which.
Can't you tell them apart?
No,
Hi.
apparently
You
not.
said that Tergova is well, what's the polite word for dead? Oh, dead.
Vlad says, "Oh, all hope is not lost." He's going and rummaging around the inside of the Instant Fortress, which is still intact, but obviously not providing any protection on one side. And he's sifting through a pile of ash on the ground. It looks like it would probably be the equivalent of if somebody was like immolated and ashed. And he's sifting through it until he finds a ring in there. It's got like a little.
What was that?
Tergova.
Might be a who was that?
Yeah, that was probably. Well, that was my other half. Vlad says, it's really weird. We don't really simulacrum. He is me. I am him. Sometimes it's really confusing, even for us.
What did that?
Well,
Who?
I would
did
guess Flame. Flame did that.
that? Well,
It would have to be high-level magic, maybe some type of immolation, some type of pure elemental, some hellfire. Hard to say. Hard to say.
I mean,
Uh,
while we're just naming random things, why not a beholder?
Wait, what?
I mean,
Did
it
you
could
see
have been a
Beholder?
disintegrate.
Could
Two?
have been.
That sounds terrible.
There are a couple of things that can make ash like that.
Uh,
So with a 15 on investigation, can Basalt identify anything else besides, dragged off bodies? Like, are the assailants wearing boots, for example?
no, they're not. The footprints are humanoid, but they've got like kind of claws at the end of them, like at the toes. Very bestial. Looks like they could, go up a tree or a wall with ease. Very
Well-
clear and distinct in the mud.
Well, whoever did this was not wearing shoes, so it could be wolves, or I don't know, maybe lizardmen, or
So as you're kind of
demons?
as you're expanding the perimeter and stuff, you find a pile of like clothes and stuff that you were wearing before. There's
Yeah.
5 distinct piles out there.
Mm.
Well, that's very polite of them to leave the clothes behind.
Clothes off.
Now,
It's kinky.
using your keen mind, there's a difference between stripping a corpse of its clothing and like standing there and kind of disrobing yourself in the way that the pile of clothes would be left there. It looks like these corpses disrobed themselves.
Yeah, well, that's
Compulsion.
Still kinky.
yeah, well, necromancy. Yeah, I mean that's what the Tragova does, right?
True, Vlad says.
Do you normally make your corpses disrobe? Is that a thing?
Well, only if I'm trying to get skeletons and all I have to work with are fleshy zombies. But frankly, I'm a little out of practice. Spell slots all gone and stuff. But he holds up in his hand a little ring that's got this little brain pan on it, kind of a brain pattern. He blows on it to blowing the Tragoba dust out of it. Just give me a couple minutes. And he slips it on his finger and meditates for a minute until it disappears.
I know what he's doing.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I do. Okay.
We're here. I got Tragoba. He's good. Soul intact.
What?
Thank heavens.
Nice.
Look,
Well-
soldiers, we don't go anywhere without 4 plans. Ring of mind shielding.
Mhm.
Sure, it could go missing, but anyways.
Right.
And he recounts. Yeah, the ambush, what you're describing, it adds up. And then, he only goes until he got killed.
Well, then I guess we have choices. Choice 1 is to continue the mission, and choice 2 is to go after whoever killed us.
Wait, no. There's a choice 3, and that's we leave. This is dangerous. There's a beholder out there, apparently. I'm not sure what's going to happen if we keep going.
I'm going to reiterate the fact that some of us have important things on our original bodies.
Got all I need right here. Isn't that right, Grime? Malcolm, don't think too hard.
But I want to see the beholder.
No, that sounds terrible.
Burke holds up the compass. It's still pointing east. And where you're at, you're kind of in a low spot in the land. Further off in the distance, you can see that there is a castle at the very top of the horizon.
Can I climb up the fortress and get a more higher vantage point to see the route?
Yes, you could. You could.
I would like to do that.
From where you're at?
I think it's 100 feet tall, or no, 50.
No, I think it's only like 20 feet tall. But
Or, yeah.
given the terrain and where you're at, you can see that you got like a clear shot between some woods, and it's kind of framed in between them. There's like a river, and then it's high up. It's definitely the highest point. It's relatively flat, but it's
30
the highest feature out there.
Does it look like there's a route, a road, or is it just forest?
Where you're at now is kind of rough terrain and stuff. The forest is a ways up.
Okay.
Survival and stuff, several hours. It's probably 10, 15 miles, hard to say.
Okay, so we go until it gets dark, and then we hush down for a night. Yeah?
Yeah.
I keep
And
us safe. Don't worry.
This is actually a good time to take a break. We can do some thinking while we're away, and let's hold up our
Break, you say?
a break. Yes.
Well, just for everyone's notice, if you haven't checked out the Games Tavern Patreon, you definitely should. It is one of the best ways to support the show, just because of how money works. If you go check out patreon.com/thegamestavern, all one word, and get your hands on a lot of amazing content because there's stuff in there, kind of art and all different types of items that you're not going to find just from YouTube or on the Twitch. Just extra behind the scenes stuff, some photo, a bunch of fun things, early access to interviews, paint plans from our wonderful Reed, and battle maps and plug-in encounters that we have used not only here on the Games Tavern live plays, but haven't used yet. So lots of good stuff.
And I forgot to say that if you had any character questions in Twitch chat, go ahead and do !question and ask away. We'll be more than happy to answer 3 questions when we return. Rob, did you have a goals update?
Yeah, just remember, folks, when we reach 500 bits, a random character is awarded inspiration. And if you cheer for 1,000 bits, you get to choose which character gets the inspiration. We have a current channel goal of 50 subs this month, going for a new record. We just hit 23 subs for the month, and thank you so much for the new subs.
Yay.
And as a reminder, we have a giveaway tonight. Type !epic in the Twitch chat to enter to win a player's handbook from D&D Beyond.
All right, sounds good. See you soon.
Oh, this is cold. I asked for my blood to be hot, boiling hot. Bring it back. Go fix this, please. It's so hard to get good help these days. Oh, hello there. It's me, Scalathrax, fiend about town and, well, dungeon owner. And when I'm not creating a horde of new problems for adventurers trying to rob my dungeon, I'm looking for a horde of new 5th edition monsters. So let me tell you about Tome of Beasts from Kobold Press. Whether you need dungeon vermin or world-shaking personifications of evil, the Tome of Beasts has it. There are more than 400 new foes for your 5th edition game, everything from tiny drakes and peculiar spiders to demon lords and ancient dragons. Tome of Beasts includes monsters from the entire history of Kobold Press, with longtime favorites such as clockwork creatures, drakes and dragons, devils and archdevils. Check them out, some of my brothers and sisters in there. Dangerous flavors of the Fae, undead, and so much more. Use them in your favorite published setting, or populate dungeons in a world of your own creation. Pick up Tome of Beasts from Kobold Press and give your players an encounter they won't soon forget. Where's my blood?
Hey, thanks for watching the show. It looks like you're having a great time. Let me tell you really quick about That Benny's Paint Show. Every Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Every show, the host and their guests will be painting miniatures live on stream. They'll walk you through all the different techniques and products they use to paint miniatures to a high standard in a quick and easy fashion. They'll show you all the different things live, and on top of that, the audience gets to ask questions, and we're going to answer them live on stream. If you've always wanted to learn how to paint miniatures, this is a great way to do so. And on top of that, you can paint while you're painting with us too, and chat with us and tell us about your projects and share your pictures of your miniatures as well. We love it when people share their miniatures with us. So remember, That Mini's Paint Show, every Sunday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2 p.m. Pacific, only on the Games Tavern Network. Hello, I'm Ardor of the North. When I'm not raiding Scalathrax's dungeons, I'm seeking tomes of magic to bring back to the wizened wizards of my own kingdom. And that's why I'd like to tell you about a tome called Deep Magic from Kobold Press. Their kobold minions have traveled the plains, seeking the secrets of magic. They've unearthed ancient tomes of forgotten civilizations. They've been bargaining with demons and creatures of the void, and scaling towers of Shadowfey mages to unlock their secrets. Their tome, Deep Magic, includes dragon magic, elven high magic, shadow magic, angelic wards, ley lines, illumination magic, rune magic, time magic, mythos magic, and even alchemancy. Now they pass along their hard-won knowledge to you in Deep Magic, an arcane series for 5th edition. Here you'll find new schools of magic, arcane traditions, new and variant spells, magical feats, spell-slinging NPCs, and so much more. There are even more schools of magic than I've even mentioned. This book is 356 pages of pure magic to keep your players guessing, and your campaign fresh for years to come. You can buy it now at koboldpress.com.
Welcome back. Let's check and see if we had any questions. Did anyone see any questions come through?
I did
seeing
not.
any. That is their loss because there's so much that they could be asking. So let's get back to it then. We are in the woods of the land, heading east towards the castle on the horizon. Many of your magic items have been disappeared along with the bodies that went deceased when you were ambush killed. Fortunately, though, brought back via clone and an opportunity to run away further, or revenge is possibly at hand. Have you decided your course of action?
Onward!
Revenge.
Well,
That giant fucking castle looks like it's pretty suspicious.
Looks like I appreciate your enthusiasm.
It's really suspicious. I mean, look at it. You can see it up there on that hill, and it's got its one cloud over it, and it's got lightning bolts, but everything else is clear. It's just that one place. Super suspicious.
That's true. In an otherwise kind of dimly lit area, that there is the darkest clouds over the castle. And as you're heading east and getting closer to it, Basalt, the voices that you normally hear and kind of empower some of your phantom abilities, they become kind of crisper and clearer. And you get a sense that there's a real like spiritual echo here. Like the entire place, you're resonating very, very much with it. You've never felt as much at home probably as you have here right now. Which
Feels like somebody took all the ghosts and tied them together in a one room.
So you're saying they're making a symphony? Or no, choir of ghosts.
Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah.
I wonder how they sound. I wonder if they're in key.
Sometimes.
So Burke has a compass, and he's kind of leading the way. But would anyone like to be the navigator? Do a little survival or tool proficiency navigation to help plot your path there?
I think Andraste and Basalt could probably put their heads together and navigate pretty easily.
Yeah, I'll take the lead.
Okay. You want to help him then?
Yes, I will help him.
Very well.
He's probably got a better bonus than I do, but
I'll keep my eyes peeled.
Good eyes.
So that's a 20.
Okay. So basically you're taking a look at all the land features and stuff and choosing the easiest / best paths to get you there while staying on course. And the 20 does help you weave through what would have otherwise been little dead-end valleys and stuff that would have just added time to your journey.
Mind the brambles, mind the thorns.
And as
Collect
you get
a few brambles, I collect a few thorns.
and move effortlessly through them.
as you get closer, there's a point where you're maybe 3-4 miles away. It's hard to tell the exact distance. You have a much better view of it, and you can hear kind of rushing waterfalls, and there's kind of a lake that's formed near it. And you can see there's an encampment of wagons, and there's a number of people down there milling about.
Yeah.
Would you like to avoid them or get a closer look?
What do I see?
People.
Do they look normal?
So you get a location where you can kind of get on the ridge line behind rocks or trees and look down there. And give me a perception check.
That is a 27.
What you see is there's probably 8 or 9 kind of traveling wagons and like roughly a circle. Looks like they've got a kind of semi-permanent campsite set up. And there's probably 20 people that you see down there.
What do they look like? Human?
Yeah, they're human. They're dressed in kind of work clothes. And it seems to be the same type of clothes, like the same pattern. So same group of people. But what catches your attention is, while they're all kind of human, maybe elf, half elf, difficult to tell, there is definitely somebody who is head and shoulders above the rest. A half orc dressed in like a shabby kind of poncho, and he's got 4 companions with him. An Eladrin looking fellow by the make of the head, and the rest of your party are represented there as well.
Found
And
us.
they seem to be down by one of the wagons. It's difficult to make out, but they might be bargaining. You see a lot of gesturing, and it looks like some type of trade is going on.
All right. Think. Okay, so I got an idea.
Okay.
I look down there at the camp. As weird as this is to say, we're down there, or our bodies are down there, or our other bodies are down there. I still don't understand this fully. Either way, we're there. So us walking down there, probably a bad idea. However, I have an idea.
I fucking knew it. We didn't actually die. That's why it felt so weird.
Or we did, and that's not actually us, and that's just our bodies with something else in them.
That's creepy.
Yeah, all your clothes got dumped back at various locations around the Instant Fortress ruins, and they're wearing kind of just ponchos right now.
The last thing I remember was feeling like a pulling sensation, right? So maybe that was our essence coming out, so that's not actually our essence powering them? Anyways,
this is a headache thinking about it all. It's like,
Yeah.
So, how about we just look like everyone else? Yeah? Yeah.
What? I don't look like everyone else though.
You can.
Magic.
Well, let's do a little bit of work. Let's do a little bit of work with the brushes before we use the glamour, huh? And I'm gonna go ahead and pull out a disguise.
It's hard to hide him.
I mean,
kind of big. I do have dust coming off.
It's hard to hide both of them.
Yeah,
and I'm green.
I mean, you could paint my pebble red.
All right.
Pebble.
It's okay. I got
What will
this.
that accomplish?
Well, it gets us close enough to maybe investigate.
So, of the magic items that were on your original bodies, were any of them staffs or swords or anything like that?
Yes.
I had a sword.
Okay, yeah, you can see that your equivalents down there are gesturing, and they're definitely doing some type of barter transaction with the traders down there at the wagon.
Okay,
with our stuff.
Yeah,
I push
with
down
your
the hill.
stuff.
Hence why I don't think it's us.
I go down the hill.
Maybe we
Wait.
should.
Oh wait!
Head and shoulders going down the hill.
Yep.
Fuck it. I'll cast it.
Okay, what are you doing? See me?
Guilt. Yeah, seeming.
I will cast Bolster Magic on Zoran and give you a D3 on all your ability checks for the next 10 minutes.
So seeming. Seeming's fun.
Yeah.
It's long as shit though.
Basically, it's a group disguise
Basically,
self.
yeah, and you get to pick what you look like, but I'm basically just going to, tell you what they're all looking like down there to make us all look like that. So we blend in. You did it to be a common person. Common. I was going to say another word.
Yeah.
I've been walking this whole
Common
time.
folk.
It's like vests and lots of pockets. Definitely traders of some type. Merchants.
Well, you can feel the magic on you, so that's on you if you use it or not.
I guess I change, but I'm just walking.
Cool.
I keep pace.
So it also can make you up to a foot shorter, so that you're not standing out like a sore thumb.
Or taller if you wanted to be taller.
Or taller for reasons.
Biggest damn merchant you've ever seen.
Literally, you can appear however you want, though anything that you add is non-substantive, so...
An illusion.
so you can't have a Holocaust cloak.
A what?
A Holocaust cloak.
I
I
got
don't
that
know.
reference.
Thank you.
Yes?
I'll have to Google that later. Okay.
All right. Zoran. You approach.
Zoran's leading the way.
Yep.
Andraste's gonna like grab up her skirts and hike after them, I guess.
And I'm assuming that we all kind of have that look of the drab clothing.
Yeah, I don't believe there's any immediate check for it. So yeah, you look the part, and you're going down the hill, and nobody's really trying to hide it. So the people doing the transaction, they kind of hear the commotion, and the two parties kind of come together. You guys find yourself face to face with yourselves.
This is disturbing.
And the person who's behind, one of the tables. Hail, brothers! What wagon train are you from?
I walk straight up to my quote-unquote doppelganger,
Okay.
and I grab him by the collar, I guess.
Yeah, but by like the cloak around the neck. Okay.
Yeah. So I grab him. What manner of sorcery is this?
Give me an intimidation check.
Add a D3 to that. which I
Yeah.
How do
Divided by two.
you add a D3?
I think it's a D6 divided by 2
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
because wow, magic. Why
This-
not?
All right. Let's see. Intimidation. That's that. Let's throw a D6 divided by 2.
You could be a fancy and do a D4, but
Roll.
reroll 4s.
Yeah, take more time.
I don't think the numbers work out the same.
Yeah. So it's 16, 23. 23.
That's good. That's good.
Nice.
Let me just see if this
I'm
guy's
sure.
a badass or not, according to the dice. No, he's a little bit of a wet paper bag. So yeah, you
All in wet paper
Can I,
bag.
would I be able to cast fair?
cast fear on him.
It's on myself. And it's
he's-
a 30. It's a
So yeah,
30
you're kind of holding him up, and you cast fear on him.
cast fear. Yeah, it's a 30-foot radius. 30-foot radius.
It's not a spell. It's
It's an aura.
Like a
Aura.
charm.
No. This is a spell.
Oh,
But this
But
is
is this
basically what I
like-
was trying to do earlier.
Okay.
So with the aura, so DC 15 wisdom save. So
Okay.
with the aura, if they're frightened, they can't move.
Is it indiscriminate? Anyone within that aura?
it's a 30-foot cone.
Yes, a 30-foot cone, but once
Gotcha.
my allies are within 10 feet of me, my aura of courage.
But yes, that 30-foot cone is indiscriminate.
So you
Yeah.
could hit some. Are you trying to?
anything behind that guy?
Okay, so
30-foot cone.
I swear I did not choose creatures just to screw with your abilities, but this particular thing is also immune to frightened as well as a number of other conditions. And he just smiles at you, but the merchants in the back are like, "Ah!" And
Well,
you said they're paralyzed
Well,
with fear. Or do they
while
run away?
Zoran is distracting them, Basalt is going to go ahead and try and lift his warhammer off of his doppelganger.
Yeah, it's actually on the table right now. It was in the midst of a transaction.
Yeah, go ahead and just lift it right off the table.
Slight,
Okay, so we'll go around the horn here. Sleight of hand
Yep.
check to see if you. What do you got?
That is a 23.
Yep, nobody saw that happening. Zoink, back in your hand. Andraste.
Yeah, I'm probably doing the same, trying to lift my staff from the
how many things are on the table?
Yeah, everything is there on the table, and yeah, they were in intense negotiation. There's in the back was more like mundane armor, but it's got like a silver dragon worked into it, and a bunch of like great swords and stuff. A lot more mundane gear, but well crafted. So what did you get on your sleight of hand type steel check?
sorry, I was waiting for Keon to finish asking his question. That's a 19.
That's good enough as well. These guys are all about Zoran and his intimidation right now, so their eyes are not
Can I
on the
manage?
table.
Is it just like can I just manage to get my staff back, or like is it one of those things where I could just like whoop
Uh,
just the staff?
yeah, just the staff, kind of one item, zoink, grab it.
Yep.
Melvin, what are you up to? And then we'll finish
I
up with
am
Keon and see where we're at.
Tense, standing next to Zoran, just readying an action to attack if it seems like this is going aggressive.
Okay, and Keon.
I mean, I'm probably seeing everyone else. Oh, at least I saw Andraste passively. So, or no, I didn't. That's the other one. Oh yeah, I did. So I will make my own sleight of hand attempt. Oh, I got a 19 as well.
Okay, yeah, you can grab one of the items. So you hear your own voice back at you, Zoran, but it's got a little bit of an accent in it, as if this is perhaps not its native tongue. Look, finders keepers, them the rules here. Our bodies now, so back off. And there's no fighting in the Vistani camp. You know the rules.
I'm curious, what do I look like right now?
You
Whatever
look
you
like,
want. It's whatever you want to look like.
the default would be like one of the Vistani traders, but 6'5".
Because I wasn't paying attention to the spell cast. I was really just focused on getting down there to these guys, so I wasn't sure.
Okay, I mean, if you want to not look like anything but yourself, that's fine.
Yeah. It's literally what your mind's eye would want to look like.
I'm like a foot taller and my tusks are longer.
The bigger, badder, self-actualized version of yourself.
Yeah. Skin is a bit darker.
I mean,
A
yeah,
darker green.
you totally stick out.
So yeah, you're kind of got your hands on the big guy, on yourself, and he takes his hands and takes your hands off his collar. Now look here, gentlemen, gentle ladies, is that two kind of words? You know the rules. No fighting in the camp. Now, if we want to go over to the waterfall, we can have a fight there. But look, when corpses are just left unattended, they're fair for anybody. So, finders keepers. And I got need for it.
Weird. What a weird land. Huh.
Allow me to help you.
And he asks his buddies, he's like, hey, you guys didn't see anybody using the bodies? No. And they all kind of chime in, supporting him. No, they were empty. Nobody using them. See?
I'm gonna lean into the one that's in mine and be like, if you don't lay in water every night, you dry out and die, right? Just letting you know. Deception. 26.
6. Let's see.
Hard.
Bard. Yeah, I didn't roll as high, but he still knows what he is. I think you're telling a joke, so I'm not going to take offense to that. He seems a little out of practice with the laughter.
Oh, you,
Look,
you think the green is part of... Okay. A loss.
Look, there seems to be some misunderstanding here. Do you have a problem? Do you want to fight? Because we love to fight.
I
But
mean,
Burke off to the side with the compass, he's like, we don't have time for this.
So I'm assuming all the weapons were grabbed off the table, right?
some of
Are you making a grab for your weapon off the table?
Yes, I'd like to.
All right, let's do a
Grab it.
I rolled a 1, so yeah, you grab your weapon back. You kind of both get your hands on it, but you're definitely the stronger, and like it's in your possession now.
You know how to use your muscles. He does not.
James.
His buddy's like, possession is 9/10 of the law, and the guy you were tussling with gets punched in the, punches that guy in the shoulder. Shut up.
Hey, punch bodies that don't belong to you.
Whoa, 9/10 of the law, huh? And he's just gonna go ahead and grab his boots and the amulet right off the table.
Okay, you grab those back. Meanwhile, the poor traders who got caught in the cone of fear are screaming off in the background, and the other traders have kind of restrained them. Well, what's going on? And like a response is forming, and this old woman comes out of the center trade wagon, and staff in hand. No fighting in the encampment.
Fine here.
You there? And she kind of points in the general direction of it would be like the 10 of you, the doppelgangers and yourselves. Come here. There's no magical compulsion behind it, except the authority of age in her voice that it's the type that Grandma would use,
Grab my bow and my armor off the table and then head over there. Okay.
Anything that you guys didn't claim, one or two of them may have an item that was on the table, and they come over, and they're looking a little sheepish since they're now engaged in getting a little bit of a talk down from her. And she's kind of sorting the situation out, finding out what's going on. I see what happened here. The bodies belong to them, but the items, they're not theirs. Hand them over. And they look a little sheepish, and but they reluctantly handed back anything that the 3 items that you were missing.
Oh, well, that was easy enough. Almost too easy.
I was waiting for the 5 of you to arrive. Would you step into the wagon?
Which 5? Us 5 or the big 5?
You. The others, they have a separate mission.
Okay.
Silver Dragon calls.
What?
I'll step in.
So many words I don't understand.
It's a little bit bigger on the inside, perhaps. There's plenty of cushions to sit around, and she's got a little cook pot off to the side, and a little table with a crystal ball. You've come for a reading, have you?
No.
I mean,
Have we?
You have.
I could be enticed, yes.
Maybe we have.
She looks at Burke when he tries to kind of stick his head in, waves her finger. Stand outside.
Sorry. Something to do with destiny? Question mark?
Indeed, you read minds, do you?
I've been known to be quite insightful.
And Tekru, if you get a chance, if you could put up a scene setter 2. And she's got this deck of cards she's flipping through and kind of passes it around to everybody so you get a chance to touch it. And then she lays down 3 cards. And the cards are the Dark Lord, the Artifact, and the Necromancer. Very auspicious, very auspicious.
That's a bad combo.
Well, everything has many ways that it could be read.
Do you have anything good in that deck? Like, that's depressing as hell.
Yeah, this gives me the heebie-jeebies.
It's not a land of puppy dogs and kittens.
We did
Gravelly one.
puppy dogs.
Speaking of which,
Here.
what is this land?
It isn't.
I saw that it was called the Land, but I couldn't find an actual name for it.
It's had many rulers, but only one name. Barovia.
I don't know it.
Doesn't ring any bells.
Could give me a history check or a arcana check.
History. Ooh, that's a natural 20 for history.
Hey.
Yeah, I'll give this to you. It is a demi-plane that is very difficult to get to and to leave from, that is said to be ruled over by a vampire lord. And it is also revered for its wine production.
I think I've read about this place in a book, and it's not great.
Well, it may
Yeah.
surprise you to know that you're actually here at the best time, generally speaking. The Lord is dead. Long live the Lord.
He is alone.
Okay.
Your ilk came here many moons ago, and we're in the natural ebb of things. He's dead now. One day he will rise again. But in the meantime, powers vie for positioning and control. It can be a good time, or it can be a time of danger. But she pushes the middle card, the artifact, forward. This is what brings you here, isn't it?
Oh, the snow globe.
Yeah.
Is it actually a snow globe on the card? How does it do it?
Actually, it is, yeah. Instead of like the skull on the card, it's got a little snow globe on a stand. And you see the
That's so
central
cool.
central spire column that's in Menzo Baronzon that kind of holds up the cavern it's in.
Wait.
Really? An underground elf city in a snow globe.
Hey, the
If you-
cards don't
You're not gonna
don't
let
lie.
that go, are you?
The cards don't lie.
If you shake it, does it make it snow in Menzo Baronzon? That's right? That's
Then,
She
yeah.
she holds the card up to you and she shakes it a little bit, and sure enough, it is snowing in the globe on the card.
Oh wow, that's a neat trick.
I learned that trick.
Oh, wise one, who is so awesome. That's so cool. I've seen many things in my travels. Not that. Oh,
Cards say that a necromancer vies for this artifact, that the artifact will collide with it in the future.
I mean, yes. Yes? Wait, it will collide with it?
Kind of a past, present, future, if you will. I can sense you're people who time is important to, so I gave you an abridged reading. If you have more time, I can go into a much longer, detailed
No, we
seven
don't
card
have more
draw.
time.
Okay.
And it's
Fair
not,
enough.
we're on a time crunch.
I mean, I've got an hourglass. We could actually time it.
No.
So you have your items back.
There's
Right.
no chance of us getting our actual bodies back.
I
What
mean,
good would they be to you? The revenants have them now.
It's
I mean, still body. Weirdly.
If you manage to get 5 other corpses, they will be at their hall. You may be able to trade for them then.
Yes, but unlike them, we don't know how to go there.
Where?
the Revenant's hole.
Revenant.
I think he's talking about we don't know how to get back into our original bodies if we
Oh,
were to even trade them back.
Correct. You don't happen to be revenge-fueled undead creatures, are you? I didn't
I mean-
sense that about you.
Only
I.
slightly.
He is.
A little bit of revenge.
She is. 2 of them are.
Look, my husband's not going to be happy when he finds out somebody else is walking around in my body.
Ooh. Oh,
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Or
take it up with
bring
the hall.
her. You bring him 2 of you.
Oh, why did I know that was where that was going to go?
I don't think the Revenant would survive long outside of these lands.
Kian,
Yeah.
that's a terrible idea.
Also that.
I don't know how you all deal with your relationships.
Not like that.
Besides, they
Not
have-
like that.
they are not my property, and the only reason I was able to command them to turn the items over is business, and there's no fighting in the market.
Hmm.
And they were yours.
Aye.
I'm satisfied with that.
Zoran, are you okay with this?
The world
Oh.
can benefit from another Zoran the Red traversing its plains.
I don't think that's how that's worked, but okay, works for me.
But I mean, also, we just don't have a choice. Let's
We
be
always have a
honest. It's just-
You could try to trade them, as I said, but they would require a body for a body.
oh,
Yeah, and I don't think we're gonna
maybe
find
some other
anybody.
time.
Yeah.
Maybe on our way back.
But the sky is the sun is heading towards the setting hour, and the bell sounds, which sounds like a dinner bell. And if you excuse me, dinner is going to be served.
And we should be on our way before Burke gets
Build
Yeah.
even more Burke.
AMC.
Pierced by a tower.
So we'll take our leave. Thanks. Appreciate it. It's really cool. Your cards are nifty. I have to get myself a set someday.
No,
You do?
no, I don't think so.
Creeps. No.
But
Do come again.
sad.
We should not come again. We should leave.
And as she's leaving, she's setting out new cards, and each one she sets down is death, death, death. Huh.
Telling you, I
Never
think,
had
there's something wrong with your deck.
Never had that happen before. She shuffles them back together.
There's something insanely wrong with this plane. Like,
No more
Oh,
that's
every-
wrong with your plane, but I don't
Every-
say things about that.
Did the
you're-
whole Guild of Revenants tip you off to that?
No, it's I read a book once. Okay. Okay.
How was that?
When you step out of the wagon, the merchants who got feared away have come back, and they're drinking big mugs of ale, and they give you a wide berth, but no rude gestures or anything. You know, adventurers. Just,
Little liquid courage.
yeah. Advantage on fear checks. And a number of them point you to a trail that kind of leads up the opposite way that you came in, that would be in the direction of the castle. Brooke's like, so what would you guys get? We going to the castle? We doing the castle?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but first we should find a place to rest.
Yeah.
Zoran's not looking.
We-
He's looking
we just-
better.
Let's just keep walking. We get out of range, and then I get us again. Yeah, my God, I'm your man. It's easy.
So you guys going vying for like a short rest while walking? Kind of a That
No, I
type of
think
deal?
we're going a long rest until the morning.
Yeah, we actually all need to spend short rests of tuning to our equipment again.
I was just gonna get it. I was just saying, like, is it dark or is it just dusk?
it's not quite. It would be unless you ran the entire way, it would be dark before you reached the castle by about an hour or so.
Yeah, we'll just keep going until it gets dark. It'd be fine.
Yeah. Out of character, I don't need anything rest wise. But I know people spell slots and might want that.
Oh, I'm fine. I'm not in any grave danger of needing a rest of any sorts, and anything that needs to be attuned for me is not a detriment at this point. I just
So I'm
like
here-
slip on a chain shirt and I'm good.
So I'm hearing 2 for proceed ahead,
Oh yeah, put on.
or is that 3?
I put on what appears to be armor, but it's then once I have it on,
Ooh.
it looks like I'm wearing a shirt.
Zoran, you okay with marching on?
I'd like to use the sword I've been bestowed, if that would be So yes, I'd like a rest. Sure.
Okay. Real quick, if everyone could just say kind of like the very rare item that you reobtained for yourself.
The end of the line, which is technically a dwarven thrower. It looks not dissimilar to the warhammer that Basalt was using, although it's very, very, very clear that this is a smith's masterwork.
Nice. Andraste?
I have a staff of power.
Ooh. Yeah, don't snap this one like the other guy did.
I know. You mentioned the broken one, and I was like, oh, shit.
Zoran?
Very rare.
Yes.
Silver dragon scale mail.
Ooh. Nice. And Malcolm?
I thought it was just rare. We got very rare.
It was, yeah, one of each. You're tier 3, level 11.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I got a ring of spell storing full of the shield.
Okay.
So.
And Keon?
Got myself a little short sword that likes to do the dance.
Oh, thanks.
It would only be better if it was a singing short sword. Stab away.
That's what we got Keon for.
Sing for my dancing short sword.
There you go.
Okay, so you're pressing on through the woods as the sun gets low in the sky. Could I get Andraste D20?
Just straight D20?
Yeah, I've got a little chart here.
16.
Okay. Yeah, no encounters, so the hour passes. You're good. The time allows you to attune to the item. I forget, you can attune to multiple items in 1 hour, right?
You have to focus on the item for the entire rest period.
And as long as you're just walking and not really exerting it, would still
Yep.
count. Okay, so yeah, you're good on that. As far as you're aware, none of your items have been messed with. You know, when you attune, you learn the features and stuff. So indeed, nobody swapped out a cursed item for the stuff. Okay. The journey continues, and you find yourselves at the gates of the castle, which is...
We want to wait until the morning, yeah?
Hey, let's camp before we
Cool.
storm the castle.
All right, everyone huddle up.
What you doing?
I don't huddle.
Tiny hut, of course.
I don't want to huddle. For a tiny huddle, I guess I'll huddle.
Lemon's tiny hut, go!
Nice.
Yeah, it's that, or have a wolf rip your throat out while you're asleep.
Usually bad idea.
And as
Yeah.
soon as the hut is assembled, Basalt will reach into his bag and pull out a pile of cooking gear.
And remember, once the hut is up, you all can come and go as you wish out of the hut.
And when you do set up the camp, it does get a little bit darker and stormier out. The clouds really start coming in, and there's thunder and lightning. It's not enough to keep you up, the entire night, but it definitely does get wetter out there and flashes of lightning left and right. And they seem to be like perfectly placed. Like when the lightning happens, it's always silhouetting the castle. So it's yeah, it is a thing of beauty and horror. And there's bats flying around, coming in and out. Looks to be somewhere on the castle that they're flowing into and out of.
We did not have anybody cursed during our first fight, correct? No one got cursed?
No.
No, everyone made their check or was immune to the disease.
Let me know if anybody gets cursed.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, the night passes pretty uneventfully. You do hear more and more like wolf howls in the vicinity, but nobody comes out to try and attack you or throw any rocks against the invisible dome of force. And eventually morning does come.
And with it, a wonderful breakfast.
Woo!
Are you a professional cook?
Yes.
Nice.
Nice. Almost like that.
Fancy.
Basalt, this is delicious. Where did you learn to cook like this?
Well, in McLean, you have to learn two trades. And I learned killing and cooking.
You ever cook what you kill?
I mean, I'm not gonna say no, but rarely the sentient kind.
Question: What sort of tableware? I guess is the food on?
So you had your kind of whatever Basalt would have had, but your little emergency packs just pretty much had like a spork and a cup and some emergency rations in it.
Oh, because I was gonna say I ate the plate along with everything. So
I mean, it's a wooden plate if you can deal with wood.
that's why I asked. I'm not sure. It's a lot of fiber. So gotta make sure.
Good for you.
You're half orc, you can handle
You-
it.
To eat the plate, I mean, it's just more fiber, right?
Isn't it
I
like
mean-
compliments to the chef, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
It's your mess kit. You do whatever the hell you want. If you want to eat it, eat it. They're cheap. You can just buy a new one.
Now, is your cooking good enough that it gave them temporary hit points?
I rolled a 21, so the answer is yes.
Ooh,
Nice.
fancy.
Not only full bellies, but some full temporary hit points. I mean, that was 21 temporary hit points?
I can't remember if it's straight.
I'll let you guys deal with the numbers on that. Do you want to enter the castle through the front gate, or
The servants' entrance, of course.
Only idiots go
if
through the front
memory
gate.
serves here, there pretty much is. It's kind of built on like a cliff, so they really kind of funnel you through the front gate, unless you've got methods of flying, and then you can try and get to one of the like sheer sides, or maybe fly up to the top level balcony type stuff.
I mean, I've got a climb kit.
I've got winged boots. When you see the leather that's stationary just sort of starts flapping, I could bring a rope.
Flying barbarian. It's my new favorite thing.
Terrifying, yes. What do you think?
I think
How is
Flying Barbarian could be a hit tavern show.
And how close is the nearest window above us?
Looking at, without going into the excruciating number of maps they provide, let me bring it to the front here. It's like you got the gate, either side is like chasm or wall. Just tell me your general approach, and I'll let you know if it seems viable.
I was just, Andraste was gauging whether or not a levitate would be appropriate. If not,
well, the
she's
levitate
gonna-
could definitely, you could have the fly person easily drag a levitated person. No
Or
problem.
we just have him take rope, climb rope.
There's also that.
I have a grappling hook.
Yeah, there's the battlement up there.
He flies.
Yeah, so if he was to fly up there, tie off the ropes.
Get going. You guys all cough as dust billows down into your eyes and nose.
So Malcolm, you fly over to like the battlement type area,
Sure.
tie off the rope to, what do you call it, crenellation, like one of those, and then bring the rope back. Or no, you probably would.
Drop it
Logistically, you figure it out. So it would actually be going up. You'd have to climb up at an angle. Because
Mhm.
looking at the geography of the map here, apparently they had a really big stone budget, so they just went extra high on the walls. Wall after wall.
Fine.
Well, when you got big stone budget.
Yeah. So I guess some climbing checks, since you're going like angled up.
Climbing checks.
Gosh.
So it'd be like
Does the
athletics.
rope, does the rope
Uh,
give advantage or something? Or no?
Any disadvantage for the angle, we'll say it's
Oh.
canceled out because you knotted it up and stuff.
Sounds good.
And
this-
if you got levitate, that would give you advantage because then you're just like,
Is anyone particularly bad at climbing?
Me.
Not
Alright, well-
exactly. Yeah.
if you
There you go.
levitated yourself or another person, they could easily just hand over hand.
I mean, it's one
no
of those
check.
things where, like, yes, I have levitate, but it also uses 2 charges from my staff. So I'm kind of.
Now, I will note that the rope is over a chasm that's like a couple hundred feet down.
Why did we put it there?
I'm just doing what you guys said to do. I can fly. It doesn't matter to me.
Basalt, what was your recommendation?
He pulls something else out of the bag of holding, and it's a full climber's kit.
I mean, I've got that too, so I got one.
Right. So we'll just to make sure that we secure the rope, and you wear the harness, and this is how it works. If you find yourself falling, just pull here, and you'll stop.
Yeah, sounds good. The climber's kit makes it so you're not going to fall to your death. You would just dangle, and somebody would recover you.
Take some of the chalk out, do the chalk slap. All right, let's go.
Okay. Well, it sounds like you've taken enough precautions, used up some resources. It's not necessarily graceful, but you do get the job done. And after a short amount of time, you find yourself at the top of one of the battlements up there. And it's pretty empty up here. You get to the top and you hear kind of an owl. No, it's daytime now. There's some bird screeches and stuff, and it echoes. This place has got like a deserted, creepy feeling to it. Or is it deserted?
Vlad, do you have that compass still?
Bert pulls it out and moves, and as he moves, the needle continues to point at the center area of the castle.
So is this what type of castle is this? Is this the castle with an empty middle, or is this the castle where there's walls and in the middle is a building?
Well, this is Castle Ravenloft. The center does have that giant center hollow staircase in there. It's actually got like 2 or 3 kind of towers in the center. There's one that goes up about halfway and has like a access point on the roof, and the other one is like pointy and much taller. And
Yeah, I see.
there's all types of geography going on in this thing, or architecture rather. It's hard to say. It's an arrow and a compass.
Yeah, it doesn't tell us up or down. It just tells us which direction. Oh well. All right, let's go that way.
Onward.
Is there any sign of anything?
There are a bunch of. See, once you get fully in and you start looking down, like into the interior courtyard, you notice there's a bunch of those dead and murdered Flaming Fist soldiers, and there looks to be like a pile of limbs down there that's slowly moving across the courtyard.
I'm going to hold up my hand and say, I think we should move slowly and carefully. And I'm going to cast Pass Without a Trace with my racial ability.
Nice. That's enough to cover everyone, right?
Yeah.
Or it's a radius around you?
I think it's everyone within 30 feet.
Perfect.
Or let me look.
No, that's it.
Okay. Yeah, plus 10 to stop.
So yeah, the shadows all get longer, and the sounds dull, and the pile of limbs down there kind of stops moving around and twitching, and you're able to creep along the top of the battlement towards the center group of towers. And there's an access point there somewhere you can get into the inside of the castle. And we're not going to do a room-by-room crawl here, but basically there's a lot of carnage that has gone on in here. The Flaming Fist guys that you come across, it looks like they almost like let themselves be killed. You know, their swords weren't drawn, some type of like blitz ambush here, and it killed a lot of them at the same time.
Was this a recent fight, or like, can I tell with like a medicine check or whatever?
Yeah, let's see how long they were
it's
dead.
been?
If medicine check on the stickiness of the blood and the morbidity of the bodies.
Sure. With a medicine check, that's a dirty 20.
Okay, so let's see. This is about. It would have been in the last 4 hours here. These bodies that you're running into.
While she's inspecting the corpses, Basalt is going to rifle through their pockets and see if there's anything that might tell them a little bit more about what happened.
So what you're finding in there is like their little pay stubs, and they've got the various checklists for rooms in the castle. And you do come across a map, which it actually consists of like 3 or 4 big folding pieces, and it's very complicated because this place seems to be built purposely to be confusing. But when you lay them out, it's kind of an isometric layout, and you are able to see, oh, hey, that's where the room is. And they've used some arcane labeling system, like K38 is the library. You are able to piece it together after about 10 minutes and hanging up on the wall the general whereabouts of the castle. And then there's the catacombs down beneath that looks like the ink is the oldest. That was at the top of the checklist, and the date on there indicates that it was completed pilfering 2 years ago.
Well, it looks like our prodigal students found their way into a dangerous place.
How do we go about finding them?
Hey, we've got that compass that Vlad has.
Oh, right.
Well, not Vlad, the other guy.
Burke's looking at the map.
Or Glad. They're the same person to me now. They have melded into one.
Lurk.
Vlad's like, I accept that. That's my fate. Where you see 2, there's 1. K38. That's where we want to go.
The temple.
This
I see.
blood is super fresh. We should have seen these guys like come past us or something, right? Unless they
Or
came
they
through
were-
another entrance.
Or they were in the castle already, being murdered while you guys slept outside comfortably in the...
It's like Andraste has like stuck her hand in
Consequences.
like the blood and she's like smearing it around in her hand.
There's not as much blood as you would think, actually. There's a lot of like throats that were ripped out, and
That's a lot of blood. Getting your throat ripped out is not clean. It's a lot of blood.
unless something was drinking the blood as it was being ripped out.
There were
Okay,
a lot of
all right.
bats that flew in last night.
And in a couple places, there's like a silhouette where like it was obviously a pair of these guys standing next to the wall, and some type of cone of blood sprayed them because there's the clean spot with some drips.
Nice.
So then like she's actually like poking like inside necks and stuff like that. And she's like completely ignoring the gore, like like a sawbones, just like sticking her fingers in like a hole.
That's really it's icky and drastic.
Look, it's in my medical profession, this is just how we figure out how people die. It
Ugh.
happens a lot.
I mean, if she's having fun.
Not having fun. I don't necessarily have fun sticking my hand in this person's throat, but
Oh, you might not think you're having fun, but we can see it. You are having fun.
You hear like a door like rattling, like slammed shut, and then it's like repeatedly being slammed shut, like a wooden door on its hinges.
Yeah,
Not
that
that
doesn't
far
sound
away
right.
from the inside.
Oh,
I gotta check that out.
careful.
You don't go check out the bumps in the night? That's silly.
What? We're investigating, aren't we?
Slowly.
You
No.
hear wood splintering, being rended apart.
We're headed for K38. The rest of these rooms are, well, probably dangerous. And really not our problem.
Let's see if we
Fine.
can do battle map number 2 real quick here.
Too late.
Yay!
I'm sorry. I'm just absorbing all the information.
I'm just setting it up here real quick.
Naturally curious, okay? I'm the definition of why curiosity killed the cat.
Well, here the cat does get brought back. You know?
Yes, exactly.
You're the one that plays around with Dimension Door to see just what you can do with it.
I definitely don't have Dimension Door on my spell list. Absolutely not.
Nice.
We swear. Promise.
I swear, I promise.
Absolutely.
take the long
Okay, so apologies for the delay in setting this up. All right, when you finally get to the room, the door has been splintered open, and what you see is the nastiest looking vampire that you've ever seen, and it is on the far side of the room, and you've got two humans, young, could be the kids, and they are holding it at bay with some wooden furniture behind like a dais on the far side, and it's just every swipe it's like taking a leg off the chair, one step closer to ripping their throats out.
So I said a couple times that I wanted us to be like stealthy about this. Are we seen? Is this roll initiative or?
No, it was within the 10 minutes.
Okay.
Time is getting near the end,
I think
so
Pass Without a Trace might be an hour.
whether 10 minutes or hour, it was
Okay.
less than 10 minutes, so it was enough time to get here. So yeah, we can do initiative real quick, do a combat round.
And
If everyone
20.
could roll initiative, and then we'll resolve this here.
We did get a long list, right?
Yes.
22, so
2.
22 as well. Another natural 20.
I also got a natural 20, but mine's a 21.
Oh,
16.
so slow.
One.
Dex.
Malcolm, you had a 22, Kiana 22, Andrasta 21, and Zora
20.
20.
Look
All right,
at
so
us.
all very much faster than the thing of the room. So, Malcolm, you want to go and then Kian? Was that right? You both had 22?
Oh, sorry. I assume Keon's dex is higher since he didn't roll a natural 20.
Go for it then, Kian.
Okay. So, wait, how close are we? 5, 10,
Good push.
20, 25, 10, 15.
Like 55 feet.
Oh, okay. So I have to. Din it.
So you're doing the sneak up and the.
I got a bow in one hand and a sword in the other hand. Things are about to get real. So I bonus action throw the sword.
Okay.
Speaking command word. The sword hovers, spins around my head, and flies at the back of the thing. At the same time, I shoot my bow.
Nice.
It's a thing of beauty. Give me some attack rolls.
Uses my attack ability. Nat 20.
Huzzah.
2d6. 8 plus. I think it's just 8. Nope, does use an ability score modifier for damage, so 11 damage.
Okay.
And then attack for the bow. 16 plus 7, 23.
Just for ease of getting through this here, it's got an AC of 17. It's very naturally wiry. So,
So magic bows shooting normal ammo is normal damage, right?
nope, magic.
Oh, then
Because magic.
then 8 magical piercing damage. Like the first was magical slashing damage.
Okay. Yeah, full effect. Nothing is taken away. Did you have one more attack? Or did I?
Bards get multi-attack. Look at you.
Wrong type of art. Okay. So, Kian, yeah, you've landed a little damage on it. Melgo, you're up.
All right. I will rush forward with my 40
and
feet. Oh,
It has taken notice, since it's been attacked, and it kind of turns around. It's not taking action, but you can tell that it is definitely like an undead. It's got scraps of clothes on it, talons on its feet and hands, and just a maw that opens up. Looks like it could rip off a entire arm.
All right, I am going to bonus action again. Pat the slam my chest, have the dust clouds waft off, and get the rage going. My goodness, where is that? D8. Let's see what fun. Ooh, 8. So a bolt of lightning shoots from my chest. I'm a Care Bear. Succeed on Constitution saving throw within 30 feet. What a creature. Or take 1d6 radiant damage and be blinded until the start of my next turn. So if you want to make a Constitution saving throw, unless you're immune to blinded.
I am not immune, and that was an 18.
Okay, my DC is 16. So you are not blinded, but you do take 3 points of. Oh no, I think you don't take the damage if you succeed. It doesn't specify. So.
Okay. Yeah, the lightning hits it, and it just takes it as it breathes around it. And when that happens with the storm clouds and stuff overhead, lightning peels, and if there were any windows in here, some light illuminates through, and the castle kind of echoes with the thunder.
And so I am going to use my action to throw a javelin at it. Does extra attack work with range? Do I?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll throw 2 javelins. But I believe Reckless only works with melee, right?
I do not know that well enough.
Okay, first one's a natural 1, so I cannot Reckless. That sucks. Javelin misses, and then another natural 1. So all those natural 20s are coming back, as the javelins just give me a splinter as they go ever.
Yeah, it does say melee weapon attack.
Okay, I thought so. But I am raging and I attacked, so I get to keep my rage, right?
Yeah, Zoran. Sorry, you're done, Melvin?
Yeah.
Zoran, you're up.
All right. So I don't have access to edit it on the production deck, but I move forward my full 30 feet.
Okay.
And I throw 2 javelins as well.
Nice.
That's javelins.
Javelin party, yeah.
I was thinking about bringing javelins too.
Always bring javelins to a vampire fight.
That is 6 or 9. That's just 12. So the first one is 12. And misses, I assume.
Yep, 17 to hit.
Yep.
It dodges out of the way, and you almost hit one of the kids behind the thing.
Second one is a 16.
Misses as well. Glances right off the tough hide.
Oh.
Are you done?
So as a bonus action, I'll cast spiritual weapon. So does it? Okay, so the range is 60 feet. So yeah, spiritual weapon right next to the undead fella.
Okay.
Oh, vampire.
Now it has 2 weapons.
Wow, yeah. It's got a dancing sword and the spiritual flaming necrotic sword.
So there's an attack on summon, right?
Yes, and then every round after.
Alright. So is 21.
21 hits. Give me some damage.
Damage, just a 6, 9 force damage.
Okay. Tallying up the damage here. Does that complete your turn?
Yes, it does.
Okay. Hey, with that dancing sword, if he moves away from it, does he get an opportunity? No? Okay. He leaps up and touches the ceiling and then skitters forward towards your group and then drops back down. And he proceeds to vomit forth blood disgorge, a 15-foot cone of blood. The 3 of you there need to make DC 16 con saving throws.
Okay.
If you fail, 18 necrotic, and you can't heal for a minute.
19.
Okay.
The con, right?
Yes, if you succeed, then it's only 9 necrotic damage.
15.
That was a 15?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, so 18 necrotic damage, and you can't heal for a minute.
I took it all to the face.
All right, yeah, you kind of feel it burn and work
Ah.
into your system.
Oh, it's kind of warm.
I'm sorry. How many temporary hit points did we have from the eating?
It's a good question. I
I forget.
would refer to
4.
Basalt on that.
It was 4.
Okay.
It was a good meal, but not that good.
Okay. And I took half, or I took none.
You succeeded, so you took half.
Okay. Awesome.
Unless you have uncanny dodge.
Probably not. Andraste, you're up. That's its turn. And it's got hunger in its eyes.
Alright. I'm going to...
You just vomited up your meal. Of course you got hunger in your eyes.
I'm going to, like, peek around a corner, and I'm going to attempt to troll the dead.
It has taken some damage.
It has. So these are D12s. Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy.
How many D12s at rank 11?
3.
Oh,
Nice.
Yep, I
Oh.
rolled a 12, an 11, and a 9.
Ooh.
And I get a
dong.
plus. I get a +2 to damage from the Staff of Power. So,
Nice. So, help me on the math on that.
I'm. Give me a second. 23, 31, 33, 34.
Yeah.
You're right. 34. I was getting close. So it's 34 points of necrotic damage.
Oh, it does not seem to have full effect on it. Like you would think it would have hurt it more.
Okay, that was just a tester.
Ooh.
So I think now because that was a cantrip, can I bonus action another cantrip if I use
Sorcery stuff?
my sorcery points?
Yeah, because you can do a bonus action in the cantrip.
Because I can make one that's an action into a bonus action.
Seems legit.
All right, so I will use a bonus action to Ray of Frost it. So it needs to make a Wisdom saving. Or wait, no, that's an attack roll. Never mind, I lied. That's crap. Why is math evading me? 19.
19 hits.
All right, cool. And for Ray of Frost, it is 3d8. All right. 11, 16, 18 points of cold damage, and its speed is reduced.
It is taking a real bruising. Basalt, do you think you can finish it off this turn?
Well, let's find out.
Make it a one-hit wonder.
Which square is it in?
Well, it dropped down and it wasn't being very polite with regards to squares. There we go.
All right. So Basalt will amble up, and his warhammer will whip out at the vampire.
Okay.
And this is his actual warhammer.
A good warhammer.
Yeah.
Excuse me a moment while
The-
I whip this.
The one that rolled 13 to hit.
13's not enough.
Yeah. And I am going to. I'm actually going to go ahead and use my bonus action to dash.
Okay. Where are you going?
Over here, slightly behind.
Okay. Let's see here. Nearing the end here. Okay, so we would be at the top of the round. At this point, it's a numbers game, and it is going to be dead by the end of the next turn. And it probably can't dish enough out to actually kill anything. So it goes down fighting in a bloody mess. And what you're left with are the two kids behind there. And they're holding hands. And they definitely look like twins. This is probably the Germaine and the Jeanette. They're holding hands, and the features just say, hey, family relation.
I'm going to capture the vampire's soul when it dies. Or
Ooh,
re-dies.
nice.
Question for you
Yes.
two. Don't think we don't see you. Where'd you guys come from?
Who are you asking?
Them. The
Twins.
the twins.
We were born in Waterdeep, but our
Yeah.
parents were originally from.
Where were you at school?
We were in our final year. We're doing a little post-grad work. We just wanted to pick up some money in between, before.
Yeah. But where? Come on.
What do you mean?
What school did you go to, child?
Oh, the Parliament of Dreams, the Arcane Academy.
That's good enough for me.
And who is your
I don't
advisor?
What is your favorite color?
Mr. Burke, and they point to Burke, who's behind you, like in the doorway.
All right. Well, these are probably them.
Probably. Heh, at least you still have your soul.
Are we-
Body or something. Yeah.
So at this point, a little dam of tears bursts and kind of an exposition dump, and they recount what has gone on since they got here, and basically they got convinced with Chad and Ashley and Niman to come and do some work, which paid well, and they needed this library. They gestured to the books around here, cataloged and stuff. But as soon as they got here, things kind of turned sideways. Chad and Ashley didn't seem very interested in the work, and were looking around, and they point to one of the side chambers, which has like a little, lounge in it and stuff. And there's a bunch of broken snow globes in there. And after you do some quick accounting, you realize there is one that's missing.
Wait, how many snow globes were there?
Well, obviously there were some fakes in there. Just the one seems to be what they were interested in.
Wait. What's the? Are you?
So, do you know what? I don't know.
Is the compass attuned to these two?
He said that it might have been Chad that it was attuned to, that it's got
Right.
his blood.
So where's it pointing now?
It's spinning in a circle right now, and then he.
So either up or down.
I think we're right over him.
So
Ooh.
down. Can we go down?
Are we coming with you? They say.
I'm gonna look
I
to
mean-
Burke.
Ish.
I mean, unless Vlad can send him home right now. Yeah, probably.
I can give the old college try. Right. He proceeds to try and plane shift them, and we'll pick up on that. What happens with that another
It's
time.
time.
But yeah, they're not with you right now. So let's see here. We're nearing the very end here. What you end up doing is you follow the compass down, and basically it is several floors below, but there's kind of like there's an area where there's some teleportation sigils, not like a full teleportation sequence, but more like keyed within the area. And it looks like if you pass through that, then you may end up, teleporting. And looking at the area, there's bloody claw prints around and stuff. There's definitely been activity that was going into and out of it recently, based on the freshness of the blood.
Who wants to bet that he got turned into a werewolf?
Or vampire.
Nah.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Vampires and werewolves. Oh my.
But you've got 3 students unaccounted for and the globe. And in the distance, you hear steam whistles and some type of mechanical locomotion reverberating across and through the castle, like a steam-powered train gaining traction. It's relatively nearby. The castle shakes a little bit, but that's where we're going to have to leave it for tonight. Conclude the adventure next session. Any questions real quick before we wrap this up?
Oh,
So many questions. You have no idea. I have no idea what a train
the
is.
castle is coming alive.
Hogwarts Express.
All right. Well,
You're
Yeah,
a
this-
vampire, Harry.
this is a good time to stop for the night. And we've got some reminders here, and then we'll rate a friend, perhaps. Tom, could you take it?
Yeah. Don't forget to subscribe to the Games Tavern YouTube channel right now. Subscribing is free, and you don't miss any of the action and access to all the shows and content. Your likes and positive comments on the videos gives us a boost. It helps future Tavern regulars find out about the shows. Sid?
All right, so tonight's winner of the Player's Handbook from D&D Beyond is Firefly 314.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Yay.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. The Tech Goblins will reach out to you on Twitch to get the information to send you your awesome prize.
And huge thanks, of course, to D&D Beyond for providing that. So that's dndbeyond.com. Go check out their D&D support tools, capabilities, everything to make your home games the best they can be, both online, in person. They have new mobile apps that have just got updated this year that brings a lot more usability to your phone or a tablet to make so you don't have to just use their website. It's an amazing resource. We thank them for sponsoring this stream. Yeah.
And next week, the story continues and simultaneously concludes. In the meantime, join us in Discord and connect with the great Dungeons & Dragons community that has been built up there. And we will see you all next week. Find out what happens to the kids, the vampires, the werewolves. Oh my. Good night.
Oh my.
Bye.